What you know about me? I seen it all, heard it all. Oh, what you know about me? I done it all, just want it all. Oh, what you know about me? I seen it all, heard it all. Oh, what you know about me? Oh, what you know about me? Oh, what you know about me?
Yeah, welcome back. We back, y'all. Fan appreciation episode. I'm your host, Jarrett Thomas, Chief Revenue Officer at Outside the Box Digital. And you know, I got my brother, my brethren, your favorite CEO, Chadeo. What's good, baby?
I'm recovering. Yesterday was great. Yesterday was bananas, man. We recovering, man. But you already know G&T, man. Grateful and thankful. We're thankful to be here another day. We woke up this morning able to fight the good fight again. You know what I'm saying? So we're grateful for that. And we're thankful for all the fans, man, all the supporters, all the listeners, everybody that, continues to tune into the show, comments, reposts. We love y'all, man. Without y'all, there can't be no us, man. I'm excited, man. We're going to have a good episode. In the hood, baby.
We in the spot.
Again, you heard?
We in the spot.
Who but us, man?
Time listeners. Fan appreciation is for y'all, man. We're going to get back. But right now, we got our brother, man. Like, this is a brother who's an entrepreneur in the neighborhood right now. We have Waddy's Wines. We got our brother Ralph joining us. We in the liquor store right now.
Facts.
You can pull up. We are chilling. We got the camera going, as usual, for fan appreciation. If y'all want to pull up, fuck with us, talk shit with us, let's make it happen. And before we begin, though, let's shout out to our distribution partners. You know what I'm saying? Live Podcast Network. I'm getting some love real quick. Shout out to the Boss Lady, first Black-owned, woman-owned podcast network. So we don't just talk it, we walk it. You know what I'm saying? So every time you scan your QR code and download the app, half of your subscription goes to the content creators. You know what I'm saying? So if you fuck with more than the title, that's how we get some monetization around here. Not many places doing it like that. Shout out to the Boss Lady.
Give me a couple dollars.
Motherfuckers don't be knowing,
Give me a couple dollars, you heard?
Yourself be real, man. You know what I'm saying?
Give me a couple dollars, man. You know what I mean?
Yourself be real, man. But we got our brother Ralph here, man.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, my nigga. You know we just gonna do. We just rock him out, my nigga.
Nah, chill. You gotta give him an intro, bro.
I have an intro, man.
Nah. We gotta give him a proper intro. Yeah.
This is family right here. Right. You know what I'm saying? First of all, this is one of the only few family members that also entrepreneur in my family, right? Somebody who took a bet on himself, somebody who's investing in himself, somebody doing shit for the community. There's block parties, there's a lot of shit for the community. Right. He's not just an entrepreneur, he's more than a motherfucking title. Right. And that's why we got him on the show. We're gonna talk shit, and we're gonna do what we do, and gonna celebrate our bro. Don't know what it takes, bro.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, you know I mean? Come on, man. Come on, bro. That's
Welcome to the show, blood. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know, we talk about, it's very important. We talk about what culture looks like when our people start opening up businesses and we start reinvesting our time, our energy, and our money back into our own neighborhoods, right?
Yeah.
So it's impossible that we talk it and we're not gonna come and celebrate and showcase somebody that's actually doing it. Then we hypocritical. Then we look stupid. We're not in the business to look stupid. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got guys pulling up already. You already know what it is, man. You know what I'm saying?
We live right now, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? What's the word?
I'm the Kane dress, man.
Nah, you better pull up and share, man. Yeah, man.
Get a cut, man.
Huh? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Yo, so I'm asking you a real question, bro.
Yeah.
What made you, out of any business you could have started, what made you want to do a liquor store, bro?
Yeah.
Yo, to be honest, 100% honest, I always want to do a liquor store just because I just heard it was good money in the liquor store. I don't know why I did it, honestly.
There's always customers, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's a fact, though.
That's what it was. Because I got people that are in like the tax business, right?
Yeah.
And you know, like people that go outside with this $50 here, come do your taxes.
Yeah.
They're like, man, if we had a liquor store, you would have to, search for customers.
Yeah,
They're gonna come here.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that's how like the seed got planted in me. You know what I'm saying? It's because of that. So I think that's how it started.
Hold on, hold on, time out. We appreciate that kind of response, but we can't let that shit fly. The seed planted in me was nasty. I'm giving it 100 with you. Even though we live, we can't let that shit slide.
Like, nah, that's family. We can't have a conversation.
Nah, you know what it is. We can't show favoritism. You know what I'm saying? Because then we'll get the comments like, "Yo, your cousin said, man, wow, I'm bullshit, and he didn't get hit with the whoa." So we got to keep it thorough.
So I just got hit with it just now.
Yeah.
You hit Beyonce pops or what?
That's a 50. You know what I'm saying?
That's real shit. What goes in? Yo, so what kind of investment? So somebody's want to, go into this business, bro. What kind of investment does it take, like ballpark numbers, to actually run your own business, bro? Because the problem with us in the hood, a lot of us don't have enough saved up, let alone be willing to fucking invest in that stuff. So what? Like, you know what I mean? What kind of investment you got to do, like, to do this? I remember you told me some shit before with like liquor store is different. We actually got to own all the product and shit like that. Like, it's a lot, bro. So if you can shed some game on that, bro.
I think really depends on like the size, right? There's some people that probably started their liquor business with 20 grand. There's other people that probably started with $1 million. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it depends on size, the product that you're gonna get, the neighborhood that you're gonna be in, like the kind of clientele that you're gonna be, buying that certain type of product. I think that's the investment that you have to put in initially.
Mm-hmm. That's real, bro.
Mm-hmm. Shit. Yeah, it definitely takes a lot of money, yo. Definitely takes a lot of money.
Yeah, bro. Like you said, this shit markets itself, man.
Huh?
There's a lot, man. It markets itself, man, in the right neighborhood. Like shit. We know, like, location is everything. It's fucking like real estate, right?
Yeah,
like where you go, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So was a particular reason you pick this neighborhood, bro?
No, not really.
Opportunity.
Yeah, that's what the opportunity was. Yeah, shout out to Franny. She's the one that kind of got me here.
The blood queen auntie.
Yeah. Franny's the one that got me here.
Yeah.
So.
I love Franny, man. I ain't gonna hold you, man. Like, Franny can't do no wrong in my eyes, man. I'm gonna keep it 100, man. Like,
we still call her in right now.
Yo, first of all, let me tell you something. Like, first of all, I gotta tell this stuff. First of all, Franny, when I was coming up, Franny was one of the baddest. Even though she was fan, I used to have the illest crush on Franny. Yeah. Like, Franny was so crazy. Look at all the little niggas. I'm Franny. Yes. Like, but you know what set her apart? She always been about her business. So I'm gonna be keeping it real with you, though, right? It's not, after a while, when you start coming up, it's not even about like looks. It's about who's about their business and who's not about their business, right? Because real quickly, like, anybody can fuck with somebody that look good, you feel me? Men or women, right? But if you can't build with them, then the relationship is trash after that. Message. And I think we all done seen a bunch of relationships where two good-looking motherfuckers got together, but neither one of them was worth shit. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? And it went nowhere, right? But we talking about getting with somebody that can truly hold you down, teach you some shit, you know what I'm saying? Be your partner all the way through. That's what you're really looking for right there. You understand what I'm saying? So I always respected Franny since, like I said, since like a little dude, man. Word up.
I'm gonna tell you right now about auntie, nigga. Anything you need, nigga. It can be rent. I need a house, got a plug. Real estate, got a plug. Distributor, got a plug. So anything you got a plug, bro. And I love it. And she's always willing to give information, which is why this shit is about, bro. Like, she's always willing to give. Shout out to we love you. We coming through to the fucking daycare center too, man.
Yeah.
She got what, 2 or 3 now?
Yeah.
I know Gino being one over here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Daughter.
Yeah. Love, man. Shit. So we had somebody too, bro, on the chat. They asked if the liquor store profitable. Like how long does it take to become profitable at the investment?
So I'm only open a year and a half now. Okay, only a year and a half now. But when I was doing my research, they said it takes about maybe like 3 to 4 years for you to really see a profit.
Shit. Yeah. Even that, just to know that stat right there, they're gonna went into it. Say, I still went into it. Years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I'm gonna be honest with you too. Like, I think a lot of these stats are outdated. I think a lot of these stats are only based on what the metrics say a store can do without the right support system. Let me just throw it at you. Watch this, right? Let's hold on.
Throw it at you. I hate that. I have a lot of phrases.
I was like, yo, what happened? I was like, what happened? Hear me out, though, right? You start any business by yourself or with minimum support, minimum knowledge, minimum expertise, right? What you learned from either going to a class or a course or somebody kind of putting you on a little to gain. You don't really start off at the starting line. You start off behind the starting line because you don't have the experience to say, don't make these mistakes. That's already going to set you back. Right? Watch me now. Those statistics don't really count when you got somebody that's already established business-wise, that's already has the credibility that can kind of certify your business instantly. Once somebody does that, that 3-year shit don't even count no more, because once somebody with business savvy can, if I can just say, yo, check me, homie, you're gonna open up a liquor store, don't make these 4 mistakes. These 4 mistakes will cost you an entire year in revenue in business. Once you don't make those mistakes, now instead of it taking you 3 years to be successful, now it only takes you 2 because you didn't make the mistakes that cost you the money. Method. Let's talk clientele.
Mentorship.
Right. Now let's talk clientele. Somebody endorses you and say, not only are we doing it for the community, blah, 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 instead of having, because any business is based on customers and time served to the customer versus how long you stay open. Right? That's why when you go to McDonald's, Burger King, and all that, they have a timer, right, in the window, right? It's the time you pull up, the time you place your order, and the time you get your food and you get out. That's how they judge the service, right? You understand? So it's the same thing. How many? It's actually a formula. How many hours a day are you open versus how many people walk in at what interval will determine how much profit you make. So if you open it, you only see 3 customers per hour. Then the average spend is $40. That's a number. Now, let's say now we get somebody with some acumen or a big chain to back the store. Instead of 3 customers an hour, it's 30 customers an hour. Yeah. You understand?
Well,
now
you're traffic spot.
Now we're talking.
Spot, the square footage goes up because of the traffic.
Well, you can be niche. You can be niche and still keep it small. Right. Now the only problem you're gonna run into is inventory, because you're gonna sell out. Right. You're gonna sell out. Now the question is just properly tracking your inventory to ensure you have enough shipments in your supply chain to make sure you don't run out to service that customer base. But imagine if you had 30 customers an hour for 8 hours a day. That's a number. So if you're servicing 1,000 to 1,200 people a day, it ain't gonna take you 3 years to turn a profit. And that's on a regular day. That's on a regular day, because when we're going to talk business, we got to talk business. That doesn't include holidays. We all know that there's certain holidays where people spend more money on liquor. It's guaranteed. New Year's is one of them. New Year's, Christmas, right? But New Year's especially. You understand? So once again,
4th of July. Got any special anything?
Right. Right. So you understand what I'm saying?
So
this is what I'm saying. So I think we don't want to place too much thought into those old metrics, because those old metrics don't really relate the possibility of what can really happen if we work together. Imagine now, before he opened Waddy's Wines, we promoted Waddy's Wines on More Than a Title, where we get 80,000 views a month just on one platform. How did you promote it before you opened the store? Imagine us going to all these events and promoting the store before it even opened. Then we did a big grand opening and the whole community came out. Your launch right off the bat sets a whole different trajectory. So that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of different things that can go into it that can add to your success and erase those numbers without a problem. The problem is, where do you get all of those pieces? You understand? And most people that open up the businesses don't have those pieces. Right. And that's why 85% of all businesses fail. You understand?
Woo! We're gonna get the shit now. What was the biggest obstacle, bro? Like we talk about mentorship. Was there anybody that holding you down, put you under the wing? Or what was the biggest obstacle now that you've been a year and a half in business, bro? What was the toughest journey? Was there any situation where you're back against the wall, want to quit, shit like that? Like, the motherfuckers gonna be knowing that.
Nah, that's all the time back against the wall. Yeah. But luckily, my brother Penny here, right? He helped me out. He told a lot of people about the store. Like, that was one of the things that I was missing, was like clientele.
Yeah.
Right. This was a liquor store previously, but it was closed down for maybe like 2 years prior to me getting it. Okay. So it took a while for me to kind of climb up that hill, let people know that we're back open. Right. Like I said, Penny knows everybody in this neighborhood. Right. So he was putting me out there, letting everybody know, come to Waddy, come to Waddy, come to Waddy.
And his numbers was great.
Yeah. Yeah. You always gotta have the numbers.
You gotta have the numbers.
I mean, you know, again, right? Preparation is key. Your cousin talked about location. So you're right off a main, it's not an interstate, but it's a roadway, right? With the Bruckner, because it's not an interstate, but it's a main roadway. So you're like a block and a half off a main roadway, right?
Yeah.
But you're also surrounded by like residential houses. You understand? And the store is kind of inserted back behind where you can easily drive past it, right? So again, when you're opening up a spot like this, that's something that you had to think about when you are thinking about the design of the store, the sign of the store. How do you attract attention from the street and all the traffic? But that's what you want. You want that passerby traffic, right? You want that traffic that casually is driving by and oh, it's a liquor store right there, right up the. Let's go that. You know what I mean? So when you just not see your sign, it's not the same as everybody else's down the block. Did you think about some of those things when you designed the sign? Like what went into designing the sign so that it would be like eye catching for anybody walking by?
No, I should have done that.
Okay.
Right. I should have done. So hindsight is 2020.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure.
So like I know for the next situation that I get into, I have all of that,
Gotcha.
in my back pocket. But no, I was just so excited just to get the store. You know what I mean? I was just so like even how I got the store, like how that happened.
Yeah.
Because like I said, shout out to Franny again. I was looking to get a store, right? Yeah. Everywhere I would go, I would try to look for a liquor store. But there's rules. It can't be too close to this, to school, to church. There's a lot of rules going on. So Franny just said, why don't you check that liquor store down the block?
Right.
I was, let me go do that.
Right.
So I came and I was sitting on the crib for like maybe about 2 weeks, just trying to find who do I talk to. I want to lease the spot, right? Then one day I was like, you know what? Let me leave my phone number and slip it under the door. So while I was doing that, somebody was walking into the house. I was like, excuse me, do you know who the owner is? She was like, oh, the owner's right here, right? Right.
There you go.
Right.
Gotta open this. You gotta say something.
2 weeks.
Those mouths don't get
so
fed.
that he's walking in, he's coming from work, and he was like, yo, I wasn't expecting, a meeting. He was like, come back in like a week. Like, come back in a week. I was like, all right. Came back in a week, right? Brought me in, he showed me the place. I was like, all right, cool. Again, he was saying numbers, but I didn't care about nothing. I just wanted to get the liquor store. Okay. Right? He was like, somebody else is interested, right? Man, I was sitting on the script for 2 weeks. Ain't nobody else interested. Like, you know what I'm saying? Message. This is what I'm doing. I was sitting on the script for 2 weeks.
No. All the fans out there, that's called casing the joint.
Right? So I'm sitting on it. I'm sitting on it. I'm sitting on it for 2 weeks. Yeah. And he's like, somebody else is interested. Yeah. So I'm like, all right, he's just trying to game me. He just wants me to hurry up and sign a lease, right? So I started doing my research, right? Like you were saying, like how the information was old. Is there money in the business? Right. So now I'm thinking maybe I don't want to do this, right? Okay. When you look at it, it's saying it's an old trend. It's not that much money in it. Okay. So I'm like, kind of scared. I'm like trying to back out. But last minute I said, you know what? I'm gonna do it. Okay. Right? I went to go do it. He's like, remember I told you someone else wanted it? They signed the lease. Right? They signed the lease. Okay. So now I'm just
without him hollering at you. Hold on, time out. Back. So let me get this straight.
Yo, that's crazy.
He's in open negotiations with you as a businessman.
Right.
He tells you that somebody's interested.
Right.
And when they put in an offer or a counter offer to whatever your offer was, he doesn't even bring it to you to say, this is the counter offer. Do you want to match?
Yeah, he just said
somebody signed already.
Yeah, it was a first come first serve type of situation. Right, first come first serve. Okay. But no, I said it wrong. So it was first come first serve. Yeah. I was like, I'm ready to sign a lease. He's like, yeah. I said, she's also interested. I gave her until Tuesday, right? So let's say, for example, this was Thursday, right? Mm-hmm. So now Tuesday comes. The following Tuesday comes. I call him. Are you ready to sign a lease? Yeah. I said Tuesday. Give it till Tuesday. I'm like, today's Tuesday. Yeah. He's like, no, next Tuesday. I'm like, all right. So I wait another week.
Now.
So I wait another week.
Yeah. I might have to call Bush.
Shit. So Tuesday comes. The second Tuesday comes. Yeah. all right, you ready to sign the lease?
Yeah.
He's like, she just gave me the money, right? That's when I was like, it's over. I had my chance. I should have just did it. When I had the chance. I should have just did it. Right. So now I'm kind of like depressed. Like I felt like I missed my opportunity, right? Missed my opportunity. So now the process, right? If you're starting from the bottom, the process takes about, I would say, a year.
Okay.
Right? It takes about a year. You have to, submit your application, you gotta take pictures, you gotta have the lease in place.
Right.
It takes about a year. So now I'm waiting for, the lady, she's in place, right? She's in her time that year. Right? So I'm just waiting. I'm following up, checking, and a year comes around and her application was pending the whole time, right? And then
wait, before we go, she wanted to keep this as a liquor store as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so two people wanted to do the same thing.
Right.
Okay, go ahead. Okay,
right.
Copy.
So it was pending the whole time, like you could check like the status, right?
Yeah.
So her application was pending for a year, right? The year process.
But she's paying money to lease the space in the
100%.
meantime.
Yeah.
So that's very important though. Because that we can't skip over that.
Yeah.
If he said she signed the lease, whether she opened this motherfucker or not, she's responsible month to month for whatever charges to hold the space.
Right. That's why they say it's expensive. That's
right.
Because you gotta hold the lease.
You gotta hold the lease.
And so and then if they say no, you lose that money.
So look, that's a gem right there. Can we get a message on that, cousin?
Oh yeah, I know.
Huh? Pete out in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on. Shirley Strawberry has walked into the liquor spot.
Stop him now. Stop him right now. We're gonna go.
Yo, he just cursed me. I said, yo, you gonna stop that shit. He has made an opinion. Yo, but listen though, that's very important information. We can't skip over that. Anybody looking to open up a liquor store, this is a gem that you cannot let go by you, right? The paperwork to open up it as a business and register it with the city and get the proper licenses takes 1 year. He just told you that. But in the meantime, you still must hold the retail commercial space and pay on it month to month to ensure that you actually have the space, whether or not your application gets approved. That's very important to understand because when you are budgeting your money, right, and what it's going to take to not only run the business but open the business, you have to budget 1 year's worth of either security and or rent and utilities to keep the spot. Remember, the building has to be winterized, right? You got to have electric. Whatever you are responsible for, you have to pay that for at least 1 year. So that's a big gem that I don't want you guys to overlook. Yeah, that's a number. That's a number.
That's a big number.
Depending on where you are, that can be a very large number.
Low end, you talking? Let's say 1,000. You talking about 12 packs if you got it on top of renovating.
I've never seen a commercial spot even.
I'm saying
for 1,000.
I'm saying low.
Yeah, I'm talking about 1,500, 2,000.
Yeah, I'm trying to get them a number.
Easy.
On the low end. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, so you're looking at rent alone, 25,000, 30,000 a year minimum.
But the shorty get denied.
Right. So now the year's up, right? Yeah. The year's up. The whole time it was saying pending.
Yeah.
And then one day it just said inactive. Right.
So not declined, but inactive.
Yeah, it just said inactive. I didn't know what it
meant.
Like
you didn't complete it.
Yeah, I don't know what it meant.
Okay.
So I call. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, she should be getting her, her license soon. It's been about a year. I'm like, it's saying inactive. Before it was saying pending. I don't know why the switch.
Right.
He was like, I don't know. Let me find out. Let me get back to you.
Right.
Right.
So you called the owner, the guy that.
Right. I stayed in touch with him. I stayed in touch the whole time. So he was like, let me find out. I'll get back to you.
Right.
He called me back maybe about 30 minutes later. He says, I don't know what happened. She didn't get it. Do you still want it? I went over there.
Crazy.
Right. I just went over there.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. I went over there.
Yeah.
I dropped the money. That was it. Now my year started. You know what I mean? Like now my year started.
So how long did it take you to actually get the approval?
Yeah.
But
a full year?
Yeah.
But here again, let's not skip over the key part though. You never got in contact with the person that didn't get her application through.
No.
Technically, you have no prior experience on pushing your liquor license through a liquor store and stuff like that through.
No.
So you took a very fucking large gamble because you didn't even know technically why her application either got denied or she didn't finish. That's very important information because technically you could have set yourself up to travel the same exact path she did and your shit would have been inactive. And all in all, the landlord now collects 2 years of free rent for no reason. And see, it's a celebration. You see the balloons go up. 2 years of free rent because one from her, and when his year starts, he has to do the same thing. So it's one from her and one from him.
Well, the message for me, I'm gonna buy a building. I'm trying to rent out to the liquor store. Yeah. That's a good fucking business model. If you're fucking,
but here's the thing.
Great business
model. Once again, it's not that easy. This is a commercial property underneath a residential property. You have to check the zoning and see where they allow for that. Every private residence cannot have a commercial property underneath it. And this one, when we talk about doing your homework and understanding what you can do before you even jump out off the bridge with it. There's zoning in New York. Yeah. Like he said, how many liquor stores are already in the area? It's not a bodega. See, if this was a grocery store, it's classified different. This is alcohol. This is a certain level, right? Minors can, right. So how many liquor stores are allowed in the area on a square block radius? How many are there already? Right. Now, where are you going to get the commercial property that allows you to put this there? So it's a lot that goes into it. It's a lot that goes into it.
You know what it is? As you said, I thought about something, bro. Because one of my mentors, bro, Solomon Choi. One of my mentors, Solomon Choi, bro. He owns 16 handles. You ever seen the yoga spot? 16 handles. You ever go to a mall or something like that on 42nd?
Oh, I thought it was yogurt. What is it?
It's yogurt. 16
Oh, right.
Yeah. So the owner, the person who founded it, was my mentor. He passed away last month, bro. But like, long story short, when I first met him, he told me the story. Because liquor stores, and the reason why I'm bringing up is liquor stores is so competitive as well, right? There might be 4 liquor stores in a 1 mile radius, 5, 6, 7, who knows, right? And it's all competing, right? You gotta have the better prices, you gotta have the better customer service, gotta have all that, right? So one thing he did, bro, he was gonna go to NYU. It was fucking dorm students. He's like, yeah, I get new customers every year because new people coming to NYU. But the dude, the realtor, Jewish dude, brought him downtown to a spot that used to be a fucking a cold stone. And the realtor's like, nah, you don't want this motherfucking spot. He just closed down. He wasn't getting business.
Right.
He saw something completely different. He said, no, so you mean to tell me motherfuckers should walk past here, see an ice cream spot, which is similar to yogurt.
Right.
And they know what was here. So if I put a yogurt, cool. He's like, yo, there's 4 different spots in this 1 block radius.
Right.
He said to the realtor, he said, nah, look, I beat out all these motherfuckers. Wouldn't they say I'm the best in the world? Because what other block besides a New York City or in the world, they got 4 fucking yogurt spots in 1 block. So if I can beat out this small radius, I can beat out the fucking world. And how I'm gonna beat them out is by customer service, by providing something, doing what you're doing in the community right now, having a solid motherfucker like Penny on deck. You know what I mean? Having us come through. And that's what they don't have. So the more you tap into that, bro, think of what ways can I differentiate myself? Differentiate myself to provide the service, because the service is gonna sell itself. Motherfuckers gonna start thinking after a while, like, what am I doing? Like, what come Halloween time? Do you have candy out for the kids? Do you have this, that? Like shit for the community. I put motherfuckers on blast. I'm doing it again this October. Motherfuckers in Parkchester, pizza shops, nail shops. They ain't got a Kit Kat.
Really? No, I did that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, but they ain't got a Kit Kat. But I feel like there's little things like that you don't think, but the customer sees. You know what I'm saying? So I say that to think about all the different ways.
Crucial.
That's the only thing that matters.
That's crucial. So I can spend thousands of dollars with you all year long, right?
Yeah.
And you can't go to Party City, technically, I don't know if they closed it, 2 blocks away, but let's just say 2 blocks away from you. Let's just say though, 2 blocks away from you because it was there for 10, 12 years. Buy a bag of candy for $20 and have something out for the community, knowing that this is one of the most favorite holidays in the year for kids.
And when I did it, I thought maybe I shouldn't be doing it because it's a liquor store. You know what I mean? Yeah, I didn't want like little kids coming in.
No, because mom and dad is the customer.
Yeah.
But
That's right.
But see, here's the trick. Here's the key. You don't have them come into the store. The setup is outside the store.
Absolutely.
What you're showing mom and dad is, I appreciate you mom and dad, because the kid doesn't understand it's a liquor store, it's a business. The kid only understands I want to get dressed up. I want candy. Right? But the mom and dad is like, he took enough time to know that this is important to the community.
Yeah.
That's the key. It's the connection with the community. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, it's the give back. You understand what I'm saying? So,
what's the stigma, bro? Think about what we think about liquor stores in the black community. They destroy. Which one's uplift? Because you could be the motherfucker that be like, nah, you can't come. Nah, look, I was copping liquor at 14, 13.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I never felt like the liquor store was destroying nothing.
Niggas,
Liquor store, fucking do what I'm talking about. I'm keeping it 100.
No, every other liquor besides
I'm keeping it 100. I ain't never disrespected a liquor store. Liquor store is my friend. What are you talking about? What?
Nah, nigga.
Especially when we got, like you said, high school. High school. 99 bananas.
Y'all was going to the liquor store.
99 bananas.
Wait, y'all was going to the liquor store.
No.
We were not.
We were not. As underage youth going was buying liquor. No, we were not. We were not promoting that.
But if we did,
But I'm just saying, I'm not saying other people didn't hook us up. We were not. No liquor store sold us drinks as underage minors. The thoughts and comments on this show is of us and us.
I was going there. I said I was going there. I said I purchased anything.
It does not reflect any establishment. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
We love y'all. But you know what I'm saying? But you know the stigma, bro. That's what they are in the hood, bro. How many people die from this shit? Like, real talk, I had from straight liquor, bro. Alcoholism. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you have an opportunity to change the stigma, bro.
Right.
That's a big opportunity, bro. Like, everything that you do, just think about the community first. And motherfucker, if you take care of the community is gonna take care of you. Right. That's just the bottom line, bro. In any business.
But can I play devil's advocate? Okay. We all know that alcohol is mostly classified as a depressant. It's a depressant, right? People use it to kind of escape what they're going through.
Not right now.
But hold on, hear me out though. Hear me out. Hold on, hear me out though. Hear me out. So it's a stigmatism towards a liquor store. Why? Because they sell something that will bring you down in your mood, right? A depressant, right? But there's no stigmatism against the Chinese food restaurant that sells nothing fucking healthy, against all the stores in the hood that sells absolutely nothing healthy, fucking Funyuns and cheeseburgers and all this other shit. And, hold on, and what's one of black people's number one ailments? Diabetes, bro. But we ain't fucking chastising the stores that sell fucking 1,500 versions of fucking candy, talking about it's a stigmatism to the community. Let me keep it 100 with you. I'll give you a perfect example. Back in the day when we grew up, we had the fucking, remember Joe? I don't know if you remember Joe. They had the candy truck, the truck that used to just sell candy. You remember Joe's? Okay.
Ice cream truck.
So it looked like the ice cream truck. You remember that?
Yeah.
Message. See, Hayes? I was going to let you slide, Hayes. Yeah, I'm gonna get you later.
Remember Joe? Nigga had a name.
No, that's a fact. Joe. Anybody I know, Boynton Ave, LIP, all my LIP listeners, you knew Joe had the truck.
I know Joe for sure.
See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Right on the corner. Boynton Ave, right across the street from 93, bro. Nigga did like 15 years, bro. Come on, talk to me, blood. Thank you, bro. But all I'm saying is this. Yeah. Joe's, man. Truck was green and white.
I remember that.
Truck was green and white, right? Yeah, you're right across the street. All I'm saying is this. Hear me out, right? We would get allowance or a couple dollars to go to school. Everybody used to get a couple dollars to go to school, right? Especially when you was in middle school towards high school, right? If he's sitting on the corner right across the street from the school, you got the munchies. As kids, we not thinking about nothing healthy. What we thinking about? Honey buns. Give me some snacks to keep me up in class when I'm a doze off, right? But here's the thing. Here's the backside to that. All that candy fucked up my teeth. I got root canals and all this, right? At an early age, because nobody told me eating all that fucking candy was disastrous. But we not going to yell at Joe for selling candy. See, this is what we got to stop doing as a community. This man is running a business. That door opens and that door closes. It revolves. You don't have to walk your ass in here. This is not for everybody. It's adults only, which means you should be smart enough and mentally aware to know what your limitations are, right? So if you understand what I'm saying,
But people don't.
but watch me now.
I'm with you,
But
people don't.
if we're gonna chastise him, then we got to chastise bars,
No, my chastisement.
lounges.
I'm
You
saying
understand what I'm?
What we
You understand what I'm saying, bro?
I'm talking about the stigma is what is tearing down the black community. And a lot of times they'll say liquor stores.
All the time.
They'll say that, bro. There's one gun stores, all that shit. Liquor.
There's no gun store in the black community.
We're in New York.
In the black community, tell me the nearest gun store you know of right now. It's in my community. Look, it's in my community. And you don't even live in the black community.
They don't live it. They shoot you on sight.
Gun stores in my community.
Don't ever fucking go there.
But I'm just saying, I'm not being funny, but we gotta change our mind. We keep living, hear me out. We keep living in these old stigmatisms that was developed generations before us that don't apply to what we're doing right now. So we got to stop living in that shit. Because what we're doing is we allowing that shit that was made up or brought up in 20, 30 years ago to determine what we're doing now. Guess what they said? The liquor store is hurting the black community. Why is it not hurting the white community? Thank you. Are there not white alcoholics?
Message.
If we did a demographic list of how many liquor stores are in New York and how many liquor stores are not owned by black people, want to bet it's a landslide? You want to bet it's a landslide? You know why it's a landslide? Because they know it's still a profitable business. Keyword business. So one of the ways that they deter us from business is to put the stigmatism on it, make you feel guilty from making money off your people or your community.
Message.
I definitely went through that.
You understand what I'm talking about? That's the real, bro.
Why would you start this?
That's the real, bro. Right. Right.
I know you. I seen them there. A little side eye.
Sure.
You already know, bro.
Right.
That's crazy, bro.
But here's the thing. So let me ask you a question. Watch how this shit goes 360.
Drinks.
Thank you. Let's
They
work with
drink all the
that.
time.
So can we run with that?
Everybody in this world.
So can with that, if everybody drink, it's almost like, I don't want to say it, but it's almost like drugs in the neighborhood. If everybody drinks, that means you're gonna get it from somebody. So it's not a stigmatism if the lady that opened this was Caucasian, or the man that stayed here was Caucasian. Would it still be a stigmatism if he's making money off of our pain and suffering? No, it wouldn't be though. But to who?
To us in our community. Whatever's happening in the community, bro. Like same thing.
But you missing it. You missing it. You can over abuse anything. Anything, bro. Too much water will kill you. I'm telling you right now, I'm a military. No, I'm not laughing. I'm telling my military nigga. I've seen niggas drink too much water when we were going on 20-mile hikes. And when you sweat, you deplete your sodium, your salt intake. And you ever see motherfuckers start turning white? That's because you're depleting too much of your salt. You can go into cardiac arrest. You can go into cardiac arrest for drinking too much water, because if you do too much, you deplete your sodium intake. And without enough salt in your system, you will go into cardiac. I've seen it happen. So water, too much of anything is harmful, bro. So once again, I'm just saying, this is a ploy that they've used to brainwash us. Don't open up a business, a liquor store. Why would you? Be the consumer. To make the money off your pain. Don't you open it up and use it as a business to provide for your family. That's all I'm saying.
Message.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. That's really what they do, man. You got to understand how the system works. The system says this. The more we make you think it's not worthy, the less you want to do it. The more you don't know, the more we can get our people in and utilize whatever benefits we can get from it without you even knowing about it. By the time you realize what's going on, we have a monopoly on it already.
What about
P-Dot, you want to share the couch, P-Dot? P-Dot, you want to share the couch, P-Dot? Because you've been calling me uncle and all that. Show them how young you are, P-Dot. You got on the more than the title.
I think in a capitalist society, I think we kind of expect that from like those people. I think us as people, we hold ourselves to a higher standard. Like, as a black person, why would you do this? You know they.
I don't think we hold ourselves to a higher standard. I think we hold ourselves to one of the lowest standards ever imaginable. Because if we held ourselves to a higher standard, then we would police each other better.
That's what I'm saying. Judgmental. I ain't a good
But no, I kind of get what he's saying, right? Because kind of we're going off topic now, right? But like with LeBron James and his son, see how right now, right? You see how that's going crazy?
Okay, time out. LeBron James getting his son in the NBA is not nepotism. I just hear me out. I don't want to hear him more than the title. We're not going to sound ignorant. That is not what nepotism is. Be clear. That is not the definition of nepotism. Nepotism is getting somebody in your family a job or something like that in a place that you work or in a career that you work, getting somebody put in. That's not what he did. Go ahead. Go ahead. Okay, now watch this. That's what I just said, right? Now watch this. Hear me out. LeBron James technically has no control over the NBA combine. Has no control over the NBA draft. Technically, he does not. Nepotism is this man owns this liquor store. My son need a job, or your son need a job. We family. Can he get a job? You don't got to ask nobody permission. He starts tomorrow. That's nepotism. Whether he's qualified or not. That's nepotism. You understand? Jerry Jones hiring his kid within the Dallas Cowboys organization is nepotism. That's nepotism. LeBron James, who's the face of the NBA, used his influence. Yeah. Big difference. But look at what else he used. Leverage. He said, you want me to sign my contract? See, that's what nobody's talking about. Remember, LeBron James is about to sign his contract. He still technically hasn't signed it right now. He hasn't signed it to this day. He said, you still want me as a player? What I bring to the organization, what I bring as the face of the NBA? I would like you to draft. That's not nepotism. That's using leverage.
But also
building a brand.
And also nepotism. At the end of the day, the Pistons wasn't going to fucking draft him. Let's be real. The Knicks weren't going to draft him. Regardless of what it is, because of his influence and because of his leverage.
You ready? But that's not true, because if LeBron James would have said this, Lakers, you said no, I'm a free agent. Who wants me? Then that's nepotism. I'm getting you the job. Hold on.
Could he have done that? Was he a free agent?
Hold on. Technically, still not nepotism, because technically, nepotism is somebody in your family. I have a position and I immediately I don't have to ask permission. LeBron James has to ask permission. You understand? LeBron James can't say, Bronny, you play tomorrow. He doesn't have that power.
We don't know about it. There's business and then there's business.
I understand, but
be real.
The reality of the situation is the family that owns the Lakers been rich way before LeBron James. You understand? And that's for what? Nepotism. Because it's the family that owns the Lakers, right?
Jimmy Butler.
Who runs the Lakers now? The daughter. Okay, so here we go. That's nepotism. You see, LeBron James has to ask permission. The moment you have to ask permission, it's not technically nepotism. You understand?
I'm with you on that.
If we own more than the title. Ladies and gentlemen, you see our kids with us 24/7. Make no mistake about it, we're gonna be nepotistic. When our kids need jobs, they're the first ones we're hiring. When we need positions, that's nepotism. We ain't asking permission, and we telling you we gonna do it. See the difference? The moment you gotta ask permission, hey, I would like my son to work for us. Can we work something out? You have to use your influence, your leverage to sway, because you don't ultimately have the final decision. As technically a free agent, technically, he didn't sign his contract yet. Anybody in the NBA will throw any kind of money at LeBron James. Correct or no, or not correct? He can go to any team he wants. That is a hell of a leverage fucking play to move. All I want, he didn't even say he got to start. All I want is my son to be on the same team as me, technically, for my legacy to say I was able to play with my son.
It was
you feel me?
Yes, it's leverage influence play. But at the end of the day, I put it out in the motherfucking media and said I want to play with my son before I retire. And guess who the fuck I'm playing for? The Lakers. It's an indirect shot. It's an indirect way of using your brand. Is it nepotism? Could be. It's gray area.
So you're against it? Are you against it?
I love that shit.
Oh, okay.
Nigga, motherfucker, I love that shit.
Statistically, he was the dominant.
No, but that's not the beat. That's not the beat.
Keep it on.
No, that's not the
There's only 24 players that make it to the McDonald's game.
Hold on. Time out.
Can
We're
I
not-
get one? Can I get one?
Go ahead.
There's only 24 players that make the fucking McDonald's game. You think he wasn't even top 100? It was a marketing play.
Hold on.
McDonald's want to sell more nuggets and burgers, and they're the sponsor. And if we don't sponsor this shit, guess what? It's not on ESPN. We're not gonna give it the coverage. It's Bronny's fucking son. We have to cover this.
So here's the thing.
They're not gonna do that. Bro.
Here's the thing.
That nigga ain't marketable.
So you ready? That's a crazy statement.
No, bro. The
That-
20th player.
Hold on.
20th player. He wasn't on. Somebody got snubbed.
But you said the best player is not marketable.
Depends on how he markets and builds his brand.
But
Whose side are you on?
But here's the thing.
No, I love LeBron, bro.
But here's the thing.
What I'm saying is, was Bronny good enough to make it to the McDonald's All-Star game? Did he work and put it in? Yes.
Hold on.
Huh?
Did he what? Did he what?
5 points a game in college don't look like it.
A lot of people.
Hold on. Time out. We can't see. Time out. If that's the case,
No, can I-
Jordan wasn't a superstar in college.
Yeah,
A lot of niggas
how
that
many
were
niggas are
superstars in
averaging more
college.
than 5 points a game that feel like they could have been drafted? They could have been a
Nobody.
What are we
Okay,
talking
but-
about?
Message. McDonald's All-American was not the college job. The high school.
In high school, yeah.
So
but
I don't want to confuse it though, because we talking college and high school. So it's a difference. All I'm saying is this, right? At the end of the day, leverage only takes you so far, right? Bronny had to do that combine by himself. In his body, with his skill set. Thank you. And now to piggyback what he said, you know where he ranked in that combine? He bust a lot of these. He bust a lot of these motherfuckers' asses. You understand? There was nobody that looked at that combine and watched what Bronny did and said he does not deserve to be in the NBA. Are you disagreeing on that?
Can we touch it back? You don't even get. How many people didn't get invited to the combine?
Again,
No. Let me talk. How many motherfuckers that averaged 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 points in D1 and did not get an invite to the combine? It's the marketing of the brand influence that you leverage. You're talking about. That's how you got an invite. He was getting an invite. He didn't play a game. He got an invite.
I don't believe that.
I but I'm working out.
No,
I got Bronny Shine.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
Keep it real, bro.
I don't believe that.
Keep it real.
I don't believe that.
He's getting an invite regardless, nigga.
I
He
don't
was
believe
born
that.
with an invite. Nigga was born with an invite.
I don't believe
They
that.
came out the blue with a basketball and an invite.
You know why? You know why I don't believe that? Because there's a lot of players that eventually had kids in the NBA.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of players, more players that didn't have their children make the NBA. Right? I didn't want to say nothing. I didn't want to say nothing. I want to leave him out because it seems like always using him is like, you know what I'm saying? But I just want to show you something, right? So we're talking about just influence. And who got more influence than?
And just what Jordan's son said on what the Illinois fighting Illinois, right?
But you miss what I'm saying, though.
I am with you. He didn't put in the work. You have to have the mindset and the work ethic.
But you just said if he got hurt and
he
didn't
was
play
going.
one
What
game,
I'm saying,
he would still get the
you're
invite.
not listen to what I'm saying. What I'm saying is he put in the work. He had the mindset. Yes, he didn't get no fucking scandals and all that shit. But guess what? That's the path he had to create and had to do. But he was going to get an invite regardless.
So
He
you said,
was.
but
Two
you
days
missed it,
gonna
so
be
you
right
just
at
missed
once.
you just said,
2 days gonna be right
but
at
you
once.
just said what I just said. You didn't say. I said you said Bronny. We're talking Bronny. You said if Bronny, when Bronny had the heart attack, if he didn't play anything past that, you said
he would have got
you
an
still got the
invite.
invite.
He got an invite to come. Invite to come.
And I'm saying to you, I don't think he would.
What the fuck did he do more? He got 5 points.
I'm saying he didn't.
He got more money with the mystique. Now, if he didn't play the game and went and bust their ass in the combine, he probably would have been the first rounder.
So watch this. So watch this. How does this play out in your version? He went 55th, playing the games, averaging what he averaged, and it's still the topic of discussion. If he had the heart attack and didn't play any more games, you think he goes 55th?
Absolutely. How get drafted, bro?
How?
No, what I'm saying is, if he don't get drafted, what I'm saying, bro, you're D1. You had the heart attack. Motherfuckers want to see you. You have on no national TV billings, right? We don't know. There's a mystique and mystery to you. Guess what? You go to that combine, bust their ass and hit 23s in a row, your brand just skyrocketed because we didn't see you against Duke. We ain't see you against this one.
I think
we want to know how you're going to be. And guess what? You might be 40.
You don't get the invite.
The argument can be made that he still gets the right? Because he got the 5 points and only played about 15 games.
Come on, he showed. But it's a difference, right?
You know what somebody,
Nah, bro, you really watch this game, bro?
Yeah, this windmill off the joint.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he plays, bro.
You know
He
somebody,
plays,
Just
bro.
bro. That point.
Yeah.
That was 11. These niggas the best things ever.
and somebody,
Right. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Message. If you act like these niggas averaging 25, they averaging 25.
They always get average in that draft. Michael Beasley averaged about 25 and 11 rebounds. Devin Booker averaged probably 11 with that good Memphis team. He was just catching up one step.
Right.
In the middle of the draft, he was number one.
Right.
let me say this.
Happy to play a game.
That's what I'm trying to tell
He
you.
was number one, bro. They know.
He got a teammate
You know.
on USC or his college team. He had the teammate that was
15.
averaging 16 points
15.
and didn't get drafted.
I am again.
On USC?
Yeah, 15.
Somebody that's way better than him.
Hold on.
Better season, played the whole average way more.
Hear me out. I just want to be clear on what I'm saying. I just want to be clear. I want to be clear on what I'm saying to you. It is right. Because if we sit here and whatever, if we sit here and talk about
now?
if we sit here and talk about creating generational wealth, you know what I'm saying, for our kids.
We live right now. You want to say what up to
If we sit here and talk about creating generational wealth for our children, and then have the nerve to criticize somebody else that did it, then we're the biggest hypocrites in the world. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying that the other kid didn't deserve to be there. What I'm saying is, it's the same thing that I said about him opening up the store. There's a difference between starting something without the major backing and starting something with the major back. That's the perfect example of what I'm talking about. This kid started it. He might not have a superstar. Not to say his parents aren't wealthy. You don't have the number one, arguably, GOAT in the fucking game as your dad, the face of the NBA. This guy might not be as talented as you, but his father's the face of the NBA. It's the leverage. It's the same thing that we talked about, opening up a store with the backing and to change your lifestyle like that. That's what Braun did. That's all I'm saying. He was able to say, listen, I'm already damn near a billionaire. My contract right now is gravy on gravy. I can take a loss because he's about to take a loss to still have Antonio Davis play. He's about to.
Antonio, that's in the Pacers in '94.
What's his name? I'm sorry, Anthony. Anthony Davis. My fault, but Anthony, right? But to have him play under the cap, Braun might still have to take a pay cut.
He's taking $20 million.
So again, to us, I'm not taking a $20 million hit for no motherfucking body. You understand? But to somebody worth 6, 7, 800 million, what's 20 million? That's not even tax money. But I'm showing you something, right? So once again, all we saying is this, bro. I just don't want to confuse because we have an obligation not to put out the wrong information. That is not nepotism. That is leverage at its finest point. Nepotism is completely different. Jerry Jones is nepotism. That is leverage played at its finest level.
Final decision. Final decision. I'm going to hire this person.
Correct. And he does not have that power, right? Because he can get traded. If he doesn't sign that contract, doesn't matter what he says. He has to get traded.
All I'm saying, we don't know that. We're going to put that up in the air. We don't know what the conversation was when they got steak dinner and he fucking negotiated what kind of pitch they made to him to get him to LA. We don't know what kind of under the table shit that's not in that contract.
But I don't want to talk about that.
I'm just kidding. That's the point of my argument.
But
wait, bust it.
Bro,
this is my argument. My argument is yes, he bust his ass, he got the mindset, he put in the work. Yes, but it's still bullshit because somebody else who may have been more deserving, who didn't get that shot, that might have had a single mother, been in 2 fucking bedroom apartment with 3 other brothers and siblings, didn't get that shot because he wasn't marketable. Because he didn't have fucking leukemia.
That doesn't mean he's not marketable.
No, bro, I'm saying he did not get the shot. The dude went to D1 and USC and scored 16 points a fucking game and did not get a look. What I'm saying, I love what LeBron did, but I still feel for that other kid. That's all I'm saying.
But you can't
Can you feel me on that?
Okay, let me.
Petty, you know that's real.
But that's not real because here's the thing. He's saying he didn't get a look. Okay. Oh, it's not. Look, you saying he didn't get a look. Look, here's it. Here's it.
I don't know.
You can't say he didn't get a look. How many teams? Look at me. Look at me. Hold on. How many teams in the NBA? Can I ask you? Watch this. How many teams in the NBA? Watch this. Are you watching? How many teams in the NBA?
37.
Okay. Watch this. Every team is allowed multiple draft picks, and they're allowed to pick who they want to fit in their roster. There's been a day where teams, any team in any sport, had the number one pick, and the number one pick was not who they wanted, and they traded down for who they needed to fit in their system. Am I correct? You can't say this guy didn't get a look. He got a look. It was 30 teams that seen what he did. Listen, remember, there are college scouts. Hold on. There are scouts, people that get paid to give the top players from the top schools looks. Don't believe that file that he had never came across somebody's desk. There's 30 teams. They all get the same files. And it's a business. They all get to decide who they want.
So from a business perspective, it makes sense to do a 2-day coverage at ESPN because it's Bronny. And why did you do that? Because he's LeBron's son.
But that might put
That's what I'm saying.
somebody might be scoring 15, but if you LeBron James' son, we know you're going to sell 3 million jerseys.
Well, get the fuck. I'm drafting you, nigga. We gotta sell tickets. We gotta sell peanuts. We gotta sell fucking
why the niggas didn't take him 15, 17?
Thank you.
because it's too much of a big investment.
How is that a
No,
contract?
no.
His contract is the same.
Depends on what niggas in the country drop all the way to
That's a
17
fact.
to Tennessee.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a
Drop
fact.
all the way to 17.
But it's the same contract because you didn't go top 10. It's the same contract, bro. Correct.
What are you talking about?
But they wasn't talking about him on the mock drafts and all that shit. He wasn't on the TV.
All I'm saying,
bro.
It was too much.
All I'm saying is, you can't say somebody's not marketable. What it is LeBron is just more marketable. It's not that these other guys are not marketable. It's not that they won't make more coverage. It's just that LeBron is the topic of the biggest debate that you're ever gonna have in history. Is he the GOAT better than Michael Jordan? When you have a person that his stat list says I'm better than Michael Jordan. I have more accolades and more stats and more number ones than you ever had. But guess what? People are gonna say Michael Jordan changed the game and the culture of basketball before LeBron. So you understand? So when you have somebody that's like that, that's the marketing plan. That's what I'm saying.
In closing, bro, I'm gonna say this. If you're paying for it, it's a business, right? If we're doing paid ads on Google or something like that, if I'm fucking mad popular, do I have to pay much? No, because I get organic. Look, me and Chad may have to, because we're trying to still get discoverability and all that shit. It's a difference, bro. It's a different number that we're gonna have to pay. And from a business perspective, I'm gonna go to that motherfucker every time. I'm gonna go to the person who already has the audience, that has the look. That's why these brand partnerships happen. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. I'm not knocking anything you're saying. Is it nepotism? Did LeBron deserve that shit? Absolutely. Did LeBron deserve it because he fucking had to walk the walk, talk the talk? He could have been fucking bitches. He could have stole a purse like fucking the bald kid. He could have did anything. He had to go through it, but at the same time, didn't he really deserve it? He just had to be ready for the moment.
It sounds like it's nepotism.
See?
That's why I keep asking you.
That's why I keep
asking you. You sound like you were playing devil's
He
advocate.
keeps saying like that. That's why I keep asking him.
If I was the fucking 61 pick, I'd be sick.
But that's
I'd be sick. You played 20 a game, you was at D1, and then you the 61, you didn't get drafted. Now you gotta go undrafted, trying to get a 2-way contract
Again,
or 15-day contract.
I'm not. My message.
That's he's not getting the 2-way. He's
Listen,
too marketable.
so here's my thing.
That's the marketable.
Here's my thing. My message is very clear. If it was nepotism, I still support it 1,000%. All I'm saying is it wasn't though. No, but I don't want to spread the wrong. Remember, I need to understand the difference on what it is. It's not nepotism, bro.
the definition of the nepotism is also said, boom, you work that chick, wait, you work that chick construction company.
Go ahead.
Foreman and all that.
Go
If you come in and they say, yo, Chad, we want to do that, and you say, you know what, my son needs a job, and he gets the job over somebody else probably more qualified, you're not making a final decision, but it's a form of nepotism because you use your leverage to get your son a job.
Message. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm with you. I've done that with my cousin. I put mad people on. But hear what I'm saying, right? It all comes down still to the power of the final decision. It's the final decision, bro. guess what? I work construction. Jarrett did what he did. Top VP, youngest, all these titles, right? In the moment, he might have been able to use nepotism at certain moments. But at certain moments, it didn't matter what his numbers was because the relationship between him and his boss was like, nigga, I know you still the top, but this is my company. That's what I'm talking about right there. So in that, let's say when he's bringing in the money and there's no friction, he could get anybody a job. But when there is friction, he still got, even though he still got to ask permission, it's a difference.
No, there's a number that doesn't matter. There's a number where that doesn't matter.
I don't believe that.
Bro, I'm in sales and marketing. There's a certain number of revenue that doesn't matter. Now, if I'm the top sales nigga by 10 million, 20 million, you think they're gonna let me go 30 million? And they're going back to their board of directors and saying this nigga brought all this money. Guess what? And I say I'm about to walk, they're gonna give me the kitchen. I'm gonna tell you a story, nigga. The first job I had, straight up, I was making $80,000 a year at a sales job, straight up and down. And I was
Some of that, why you talking?
No, nigga, top sales nigga making $80,000. Nigga, I go home. I'm in the studio. I'm with this nigga. I'm with Doc. We in the studio. I quit the job because they wasn't fucking respecting me, bro. I've been there for 3 years. I ain't get no raise and nothing. They got a new fucking CEO from Google. Fuck that nigga. And I was like, yo, nah, I'm out of here. This is what it is. I went to con. He called my moms. The CEO called my moms to call me, and I'm at the studio recording tracks with Hayes. Guess why? Because if I left, the fucking company was about to go down. It's a number.
So let me ask you a question.
It's a certain number.
But they didn't bring you back, though.
Left. Let me finish the story.
Okay.
I left. He said, I will give you anything. He said, yo, Illuminati party. What did he send you? The France nigga? I think you're French right now. He told me this on the phone. He said, nigga, he was a puff bullet, but the skull and bones. He said, I'm Illuminati. His dad said it to me. What I got? Call my mother, nigga, at Colchester.
What?
No,
I'm
and what it was is that I was bringing in $2 million a fucking year, and I was beating niggas by 800,000. And if I left, my book of business left with me. There's a fucking number in a threshold.
But you missed it. So if he was willing to give you anything,
because he didn't say what I wanted to hear. I had the leverage. You
missed it. You just said he just said I'll give you anything. If
no,
you had
bro.
the leverage, then he should have gave you everything.
He said I'm gonna give you the fucking this, and I'm gonna give you that. And I said no because I didn't want that. Because at that point, I didn't want that. Because guess what? You put me on the hook, they're gonna fucking work me to a fucking bone for that shit. What you talking about? No, let me finish. Nigga, you talk. Let me talk.
I'm listening, but I'm trying to make sense of what you're saying.
I was the top salesperson by over 800,000. What are we not clear about?
But you didn't go back because
I had a better opportunity that I could start fresh from, and that's what I needed. I went back and they said, "Nigga, give me 250 at 24." He'd have did it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It wasn't a number that he could have put on the table because guess what? I wasn't prepared for the conversation. I already mentally checked out. It's like you would have shorty, nigga. You would have 3 years. I'm done with this bitch. I'm done with her. I was done with her at that point. She would have said, "Whatever, I'll give you double neck later with another bitch." I said no. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So it's not. Don't make it seem like it's a number that you would have. No,
you said that. You said there's a number.
It's a number, and I said I turned it down. That's not good for you. I turned it down. I could any number. So I'm trying to tell you, when you get successful, there's a number, bro. There's a number that you impact the business so much that you're indispensable to the business.
I'm just telling you. I'm just be honest with you.
It's a number, bro.
I'm be honest with you. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. And it's that thinking that gets a lot of black people fired. I'm just telling you at a time. That's my devil's advocate. It's that thinking that gets a lot of us fired from our work because we overvalue our worth at work.
Sales is black and white. Now, if I'm the fucking customer service,
any company get rid of anybody, man.
That's the answer, bro. That's the answer, bro. You are never indispensable when you don't own it.
So why would I own it? Why would I quit? And why would the CEO call my crib?
But you missing the point of the general
point. Am I dispensable? Of course he can fucking let me go get somebody else. But does he want to put in the work to generate my revenue without me? No, he doesn't. So he made the fucking call.
Right.
Am I wrong?
But let me say this to you. This is what I always say to the guys in my industry. Were you the first to ever put up those kind of numbers?
Company, yes.
Hold on. Were you the last to put up those kind of numbers?
Do you
think that the job that you did was not able to be recreated by somebody else?
It would have took 6 months, and they didn't have the runway to do that.
But you missing the point. I'm just saying this is what.
Business. No, we're talking. You're in a different industry from me, so you can't talk. You weren't there, and you don't know how it works in that industry.
I'm talking business in general with people that run businesses, bro.
In corporate, this is how it works. We have audiences, right? If I'm in corporate, I was the nigga in corporate. I'm telling you I was in corporate. You're telling me no. I was there.
I'm telling you, it's a lot of. I'm telling you, it was in one corporate area. I'm telling you, it's a lot of corporate niggas that played that card and lost, bro, and lost. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's a lot of money.
And how many niggas have we interviewed and won? How many black? We have had a white person on it. How many black people have we interviewed this year that won?
That's what makes.
What are we talking about? That's what makes it special. So you have to perform at a highly, bro. You have to be capable to get that. You have to know your value and know your brand worth. You know who you speak to. You have to. You have to. Nigga,
I'm not arguing.
That's it.
But I'm not arguing none of that. What I'm saying is, when you don't own something, you can still, like you said, two things can be right. You can always be the top earner. You can be the top performer. You can be the face of the company, and they still get rid of you. Because guess what? You don't have the final decision. And a lot of times, when it comes to the valuation that we put on ourselves, they don't value us the same way. That's all I'm saying to you. That's all I'm saying.
And only count is that in sales, any other department, bro. If I generate $5 million is binary, black and fucking white. Now, if I'm the customer service person, I'm like, yo, mad people like me. I be on the phone talking crazy. They love me, right? You can't quantify that. You can quantify my job because it's black and white. Nigga, with that number that you give to the board of directors, guess what? I'm accountable for 27%. They want to know who got it. And why are we not getting more motherfuckers like him?
I said both.
They are. They are. It's what they are both.
Everybody
got rid of you.
And they
everybody.
That's what I'm telling you,
but
bro.
if you play the game right,
Bro, yo,
anybody can.
I just want to say this. I want to say this. Look, perfect example. Let's use James Dolan as this example. James Dolan is richer than rich itself. Family inherited money from his father. His uncle owns teams. He owns teams. Family money, right? We can be like, yo, why the Knicks ain't winning? You have the number one arena in arguably the world. You make some of the number one money, blah, 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 blah. Why the team? What is it that you can't put it together to put a championship team together, right? You brought one of the best basketball players that ever played basketball, Isaiah Thomas. Nothing happened. You brought Phil Jackson, who's arguably the best coach to ever do it, almost has never not won with a team, and you still didn't get it done. Let's just use Phil Jackson as the perfect example. Forget black or white. I walk in the building and say, I have arguably coached the best players to ever play the game without argument. I've three-peated more times than any other person without argument. Shut up, let me run the team, and I guarantee you a championship. Did they keep Phil Jackson?
No, they producing results. That's why. He stopped producing results.
No, I didn't miss it.
That was the fucking.
How can you produce a
message?
You know, it's not a message. Because you know James Dolan, his number one statement is, I run this company. And I run this team. Doesn't matter who works for me. That's his number one statement.
And guess what? When Isaiah Thomas caught the rape charge, guess what? Kicked his ass out. That was his homeboy. Because he had to, because it would affect his bottom fucking line.
It did affect his bottom line.
And
He paid out of pocket. Guess what?
And he got rid of him. We talking about, I'm James Dolan. I don't give a fuck with nobody.
He doesn't.
Then he would have kept Isaiah Thomas.
But you missed it. He got rid of him. He had to pay out his own pocket because it didn't hurt him. He's a billionaire. This nigga paid $100 million. Listen, this is the Garden. Some shit affecting the Garden is like a mosquito bite. This is the Garden, bro. You'd have to have New York, half of New York City blow up to affect the Garden's bottom line.
Even though we don't win, we still profit.
You got one of the worst teams and you still fucking winning. Hear me out. I'm just showing you something. As far as you can have somebody in charge, you can be that person. You can come with a resume that shows nothing but success and still get fired, technically. He hired Phil Jackson, fired Phil Jackson. He hired Isaiah Thomas, fired Isaiah. For whatever reason you want to call it. The bottom line is, how do you bring in those two type of players that have achieved those two types of success and not have achieved that success within your organization? That's too many coincidences to be a coincidence. It's because you just don't allow too much movement and you want to run it. You'll bring people in to make it look good, but at the end of the day, you have the final say. And they can't do nothing until you say yay or nay. See the difference? That's all I'm saying, right? That's what I'm talking about, right? That's what I'm saying, right? So I'm just showing you, like, again, like, this is a guy, you talking about sales. Nobody, right? Technically, in the history of sports, sold more than Michael Jordan. Right? When you walk in with the coach and say, I made Michael Jordan, there's no argument. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I can't come to any job with my sales performance from 2010, nigga. That's it. You stop producing results. That's it. I'm paying you a premium to produce results.
Then how do you get hired then? Right, how do you get hired then?
Perfect example.
How do you get hired then?
Nigga, that's what I said.
Look, perfect example. Clay Thompson for Golden State 4 championships.
He did it personally. No. If he was Steph, Steph has a different leverage.
Steph did it.
Draymond has a different leverage.
Steph did it personally. He didn't do it personally.
He did not do it personally. But hey, well, we're gonna say it not front like everybody has a different brand value. Steph is a higher on the food chain than Draymond and Clay. So come on, that doesn't exist.
But what I'm saying to you is this: so by your standards, when the last time Golden State won a championship? Okay, this is 24. Let's say Golden State doesn't win a championship for the next 5. Let's just say whatever. I just want to show you something. Let's just say for the next 5 years, Golden State doesn't win anything. If Steph Curry now goes to want to go to another team, he can't say y'all brought Golden State 4 or 5 champions. He can't. That means nothing no more. It's value diminishes now.
You're moving the goalposts. You said with Phil Jackson, right? You're moving
the goalposts. Is that not the same thing?
No, you're not. You're moving the goalposts. Nigga, Steph is still playing and still hitting threes and still putting seats and asses. Phil Jackson is not.
Phil Jackson's not playing at all,
bro.
I'm talking about when he. No, it's not because we're talking about when he was coaching.
No, we're gonna go with that, bro. Another literally, we're gonna go because you're gonna spin in circles, bro. Like it's both are right.
I'm not saying I just don't want to spin. Once again, that's not my message was very clear. I just don't want. We have a responsibility on this show to not spread misinformation, regardless of how we feel about it. As journalists, we're supposed to fact check what we say. If we want our supporters to take what we say without question, right? Like this is our brand buying power. If we say barefoot is the shit, we're gonna sell 100,000 bottles because they believe in what we say. Then we have to take that into consideration and fact check what we say. My bottom line has always been the same argument. LeBron's movement is technically not nepotism. It's leverage. And I just don't want to spread the wrong information to the viewers. That's all I'm saying.
Hayes went to Google and said leverage is part of nepotism. Did he not say that like 20 minutes ago? So we're saying the same thing. Two things could be right. So like off of that, bro, I want to know what niggas feel about this shit. Because niggas was talking about this shit earlier, bro. What your niggas feel about the Tyrod Taylor shit? You heard about that shit? So Tyrod Taylor, he was fucking with the chick Dre and saying that she fucked with Jalen Green from the Rockets. She had the older joint, 39 joint. She put 300,000 up, nigga. A $3 million home. She's suing the nigga.
Yeah. He backed out the house.
Backed out the house because she went to new nigga. What y'all feel about that?
I don't even want to get involved in shit like that. That's not about keeping it. I feel like that doesn't help us move the community forward. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. I feel like we gotta get away from that, bro.
No, but also us sitting there talking about the same thing going to circles. People being right.
It's not going to circles. It's not going to circles, bro. Like I said, we have a big responsibility. We can't boast about 80,000, 90,000 views and not take that seriously. Because somebody's going to listen to exactly what you say verbatim. We're not talking about everybody being on our intelligence level. We got to talk about the majority of people. People sometimes, most of the time, listen to exactly what you say and run with that shit. And if it's not the right information, we can do more harm than good. That's all I'm saying, right? That's all I'm saying, right? I don't want to, that's all I'm saying. I don't want to, like, we can look up a word that means the same thing. We're talking about the very principle of the basis of how everybody thinks what nepotism is. What if you ask anybody the most common understanding of what nepotism is, they're going to give you the same exact answer. Somebody that gets their family a job. Am I lying or
that's
am I
why, that's why it went viral. That's why ESPN running with that.
How you do it.
Because it gets clicks.
The second, the other definition is the practice among those with power or influence of favoring relatives, friends, or associates, especially by giving them jobs. That's what I'm saying. So technically, influence. You don't have to be against, but you can influence. Or nepotism. You can influence the decision.
So this is what happens now. Look at what happens. If this was a white person, the argument doesn't happen. But by being a black person in this position, look at the argument that happens. Yeah. What this does is it takes so much energy and responsibility away from what we should be putting our energy and attention into, And now we arguing about why a guy that did the right thing was able to get his son in as he should have. If this was a white person, this shit wouldn't even make front page news. Nobody would actually give a fuck. But because this is what they want us to do, they want us to not understand this and not understand that and argue this and argue that because it's going to take attention away from everything else that we should be paying attention to. Right? So fine. If that what's going on, blood, if that's what the third definition of it reads, then fine. It's nepotism. But I'm talking about most people are not on that intellectual level. We got to remember who our audience is. There's no disrespect. You're a business owner. Let's bring it back. You're a business owner in this community. How many friends do you have in this community? How many friends do you have in this community that's other business owners, either in this community or in other communities?
Say that again.
You said you got a lot of friends. Just give me a number, 10, 20. Let's say 10. How many friends do you have out of those 10 that are also business owners, entrepreneurs, in any form or fashion, either within this community or within another community?
I would say maybe
3. So technically, it's 70% to 30%. You see how quick that is? It's a landslide. That's the key that I'm just saying. Like, that's what they want us to shift off of. You see what I'm saying? The landslide is, why is it only 3 instead of 5 or 6? Why isn't the 70-30 in the other direction where you can say most of my guys are business owners? You feel what I'm saying, Cuzzo? That's what I'm saying, right?
I also feel like it's a balance, right? Like, nobody's gonna sit there and be like, yo, nigga, life gonna be like, because he forgot the fucking nepotism and da da da. Nigga, they're doing that for a reason. The ESPN is titling that way because guess what? It gets clicks in the profit. So we're gonna sit here and argue about, like, you know what I'm saying, the back and forth of that. Like, motherfuckers don't care about that. You said, no, our audience like when we having fun and we doing our thing. That's our audience. And I'm all about, nigga, being right and doing this. We all experts in our field, son. That's what it is. We experts in our field. Nobody can tell me I didn't do what I did. Nobody can tell you
That's not what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying, but you're saying the Bronny and the nepotism. We talk about nepotism for an hour. ESPN ain't even doing it.
They actually are. No, they actually are.
Nigga,
That's why you're talking about it. Because it didn't come from you. It's because you're a sports guy and you've watched Mad TV and you've watched all of these things talk about it.
But they're not talking about the actual definition of nepotism. They're not talking about Stephen A's not talking about the definition of this. It's because of influencer. He's not doing that, bro.
Why not?
Because he's not doing it.
But why?
Why is he not doing it? Because nobody gives a fuck about the definition.
Yeah. Tell me, Hayes.
I think it's both people.
Thank you. That's why.
And most people do.
And because he's on a major network and he knows that I already have the views and I already have the platform. So I'm just going to say it because my word carries. That's all I'm saying, bro.
I get you on that.
That's all I'm saying, right?
I'm saying our word is born like that, bro. And guess what? Nobody that's doing content is ever going to be 100% right. You know what I mean? No motherfuckers come back and retract shit. Just do the content.
No, I disagree. I'm not doing that. I'm telling you ahead of time. I disagree. I'm not just doing the content. I'm gonna do research on the content before I open my mouth so that I don't have to backtrack. And if I do, it's for something minor and not something that looks like I didn't do any of the work that led to it. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna just do the content. I take personal responsibility and researching. I'm not perfect, but at least there's a difference between making a mistake where it looks like you made a mistake and you did research and you tried. And there's a difference between making a mistake where it looks like you didn't even put no work behind it and you just ran with some shit because you heard somebody else run with it. That's the big difference. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just saying it's important because, see, here's the thing. We got to say that,
bro, when we don't research. Did we give you pre-prepared topics?
That's
what I'm talking about. So at the end of the day, niggas don't know what we talking about, right? You're going to say something in the heat of the moment because we don't have pre-prepared topics or plan, and we're doing it off the cuff because that's what works for us, bro. But then when we go off the cuff and we start talking about nepotism for an hour, I feel like that's deterrent from the show. We also have to worry about the motherfuckers watching. I don't care about we'll come back to that later. Let's get to something else.
I mean, if you want to jump to something else, that's fine. I'm just saying.
I'm trying to get niggas to chat.
But I'm just saying, but you also was engaged in it for the whole time. So I'm just saying, like,
you know what I mean? We should remember that you started. Still an opinion. You don't think
you're very concrete in it,
but it's still an opinion.
See, so here's the thing. Well, this is what I have a problem with. I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna get off it. And I said this before. The educational system likes to teach you a certain way. but then you want to say it's an opinion after you taught me a certain way. Which one is it? Make up your fucking mind. Do you want us to learn a certain way so that we learn information and we take it as fact as how we learn it, and then when we use it, it's an opinion? Make up your mind. It has to be one or the other. It can't be both. Because then now we feel like this is bullshit. So because I've heard about the story, obviously it doesn't matter if I asked you the question beforehand. Obviously everybody heard about the story. So I took time to look at it. I took time to research it. I took time. I know what nepotism is, but I researched what nepotism is. If you look at any word, there's a pronoun, a verb, a da-da-da. Are we crazy? Have you ever looked at Webster's dictionary of how you define a word? If not, I'll show you right now. There's a noun version of it. There's a pronoun. There's a verb way to use it. There's 7 different fucking definitions that you can pull from any word. What most people do and how they teach is what's the primary understanding of what the word is. That's what I based off my argument. The primary understanding of what everybody's going to understand nepotism is. That's it. So it's not an opinion because I researched it.
It is an opinion.
I read it.
You said I think, and you acknowledge that everybody is calling it.
I told you what nepotism is. I told you what nepotism is, and I said this is not nepotism, it's leverage. I gave you the definition of
That's okay, but it's millions of people that do think it's nepotism. That's why you're going.
Right.
So if a million people think it is, and a million people think it's not, who's technically to say one side is right?
Okay.
2 people, 2 sides.
All right, so back. I'm gonna go extreme with that real quick. When we was getting killed and hung and fucking lynched and shit, when a million white niggas thought that was right, and you knew as a human being that's not right. Your argument is if a million niggas think that way, who am I to think opposite? So when America thought we were 3/4 of a man, right, was written into the fucking Constitution, are you benefiting from the opposite of that thinking? You're not, because you can get a job. We can do that. See, is that not straddling the fence now? But the Constitution is written as we're not even a whole man. We're 3/4 of a fucking person, right? So we're fighting to get back to what we were. But technically, there's a million people, more than that, that thinks that black people aren't even worth. You know what I'm talking about? But you disagree with that, though.
We disagree with it as a white person in Arkansas.
So all I'm saying to you is, you know what I'm saying? All I'm saying to you is, if you're gonna disagree with that, then it should be the same across the board. That's all I'm saying. You see? No. It's not the majority of people that agree with something that means it's right. That's called influencing the masses. It's about, if this is what it is, then let's just carry the line across the board. That's all I'm saying to you. It's called influencing the masses. People are followers, Hayes. Most people are followers. The way that you influence the masses is not. If I want all you guys to agree with me, I'm not going to argue with Mass. If I know Mass is the one person that's going to argue with me, I'm going to get the 3 people that's not going to argue with me to agree. Now it's 4 of us against 1 person. Now you know what he might stay strong and might say, nah, I'm gonna stand my ground. But you know what most people gonna do? They're gonna bend to the masses because they don't want to be a standout. Again, I don't say things that I say off the top of my head. This is because I study this shit and I understand how this shit works. Influencing the masses. It doesn't mean just because a million people think one way, that's the right way. We all come from the fucking hood. How many apartments in each building and each thing is in each building, right? And in each neighborhood. So we come from millions of people that think ignorance, uneducation, poverty, welfare, food stamps is the right way to go. Violence. Are we living that way? No, we fucking not, right? We trying to live different, but based on what you said, then they clearly right. Then I should go and sell drugs and go to jail. Fuck education. Fuck providing for my family. Fuck taking care of my kids. Let me get on some motherfucking food stamps. That's what everybody else is doing. See the problem with that argument? Is don't argue if the masses are doing one thing, agree with the masses. It's just what is right and what is wrong. And just draw a line and say, if we're going to use this as a baseline, let's just not deviate from the baseline, because then how do we have any control? Every experiment has to have a control. You cannot experiment with anything without a control. That's all I'm saying. So let's get a control. And all I'm saying is, if this is our control, then let's stay with that control. The control is if we all understand the basic, if we all going by Webster and any other dictionary or definition of
That's the problem. People could read the same definition and have different thoughts, just like the Bible. You could read the same thing and you think one thing, you think, oh, this doesn't fit the definition. We all read the same. We all read the same definition.
Then
other interpretation.
Then the problem is, what is anything then? Because if that's the case, then everybody has a different interpretation of everything. Then we ain't never gonna get nowhere as people. Yes or no? Yes or no?
That's why we creating content.
Yes or no?
That's why we trying to create the motherfucking content.
Yes or no?
That's why we trying to create content.
I'm just saying, right? This is why he's the only fucking one out of 3 out of 7 that has a fucking business, bro. And guess what? It took him a year of fortitude, because any other person would not have stayed through it for that year.
Right.
This is the real shit.
That's right.
And this is what we talk about on the show. Me and Cuzzo done been through this how long? Year and a half. Going crazy, right? Non-stopping, right? Hayes, you rocking with us, right? But how many people, what's the average, Cuzzo, of people that open up podcasts and quit? You already know the number. What's the number? Right. So they said like most people don't get past how many episodes? 6 episodes.
What episode y'all on?
134 or some shit. Like it's you see what I'm saying?
Whatever.
So,
to this episode.
right. So once again, like it's all I'm saying is we gotta just draw a line with us. Once we draw a line with us, and we can use that line for an understanding of how we're going to operate and how we're going to process information as a collective, then we can truly make power moves. So now the story that you got, you can take that. If Hayes wants to open a liquor store, now you can say, Hayes, don't do A, B, and C.
Yeah.
Right? Don't make this mistake, that mistake, that mistake. Let me help you out. Right? The question is just, will you? Because we know some people now, once they get to the top, they gatekeep.
Yeah.
Right? But this is why we like to sit here in real time, because these conversations, even the back and forth, need to be had.
This is real shit.
This is real shit, bro. You understand? It don't get no realer than this, because guess what? Most people don't even have half the information you had to even understand how to start this shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Message.
We got to have this conversation, because we go, where do we go from here? So now let's talk about it. Hayes, he got 10 friends. 3 of them got businesses. 7 don't. How many businesses in the hood do not conflict with chores that another one of those 7 could open up and then become the next business in the neighborhood? Solve a problem. What's the problems that we face as human beings? Food, clothing, housing, right? Things of that nature, right? Is any of your friends opening up a restaurant or a supermarket, black-owned supermarket? Let's attack the issue of what us as black people that's predominantly in this community go through. Diabetes, from hypertension, too much salt, too much sugar. Why we don't have a black Whole Foods? Feel me?
Let's keep it real.
Yeah.
Why we don't have a black Whole Foods? Because there ain't enough black capital. And we're not getting VC funding. That's the point. If I come up with, me and you come up with black, that's real shit.
No. Wait, I just want to know. When you say capital, are we talking legal?
We ain't fucking with it. I'm only talking about what we fucking with.
No. I'm asking you that because remember you said you hold the hood accountable. There's a lot of people getting a lot of money in the hood that's not giving back to the hood. So that's why I said that to you.
No,
So I'm saying capital. Oh, okay.
Fuck what they doing. Nigga. When you talking about businesses, nigga, you're not opening a business, you're not putting your money up on it. I don't give a fuck what you do outside of here.
No. I said legal money.
No, legal money. What I'm saying is, how many motherfuckers open up a business, right?
Right.
We don't have capital. If I come up with the next fucking Google, guess what? I don't have the fucking resources to get the Google.
But my only thing is my only issue is you saying capital. I'm telling you, I have an issue with the word capital because a lot of these white businesses were funded from illegal proceeds. So when you say capital is just money in general. That's why I said to you, are we talking money?
No. The majority, bro, we're talking above board. Like then it gets money.
No, I'm just saying a lot of people getting enough money to do things that can open up a business.
Anybody can go get that. But what we talking about, we doing it the long way, the hard way, nigga. That's what we do.
No, hear me out though. When we saying open up a business, we just said you can open up a liquor store with 20,000. Any person with a city job could get 20,000.
That's a fact.
Let's keep it $100. You don't need to make 100,000 to open up a business with 20,000. You can have decent credit, get a line of credit, 20,000 is done. So what I'm saying, that's why when you said capital, I just want to know what kind of money we're talking.
Across the board, generalization.
Hold on, I just want to show you something. We talking capital, and TD Bank is calling me, right? TD Bank, you want to send me a loan? Look at what TD Bank. You can't, yo.
We gotta pay some bills. We'll be right back.
Take this shit up. TD Bank is calling me right now as we talking about capital. Maybe they want to sponsor something.
That's real shit.
What you think gonna happen?
Huh?
Stop.
I think the biggest issue is people understanding the difference. Nah, it's not education. I think it's just people understanding the difference between understanding and having the feeling of I can do this, I can make it, and not having the understanding and the feeling. I think that's what's going to kill the entire culture. This man just told you, I got in touch with the landlord. He said it was another bid. He could have left it alone. He kept the relationship with the landlord. He went online and checked on somebody else's status of their application. That is fortitude. He sat there and told you it was a minute a day. He was like, nah, I'm going to walk away. Something inside him say, this is what you want to do. See this shit through. It's the conviction. I think that's where we falter. We are so fucking talented. But I feel like sometimes, a lot of times, we forget to pull the trigger, bro. We get so scared on the what if we lose a couple dollars. But we don't think about the couple dollars we already lost that we spend on bullshit. Fuck the drinks, sneakers, outfits, jewelry. We spend wild money. Whatever, cards. We didn't add up all that money and said we could have opened up how many businesses with that. Right. That's all I'm saying. I think that's where we're faltering. I think it's the confidence we got to bring to the hood to say, yo, you can do this shit, bro. It ain't going to be easy. Look, you're going to go through some shit. And you might not have a support system as great as the next man. But it doesn't mean that you can't succeed. We are a living example of that. We don't have the support system as other people. Me and Cuzzo doing this shit bootstrapped. We winging it. We doing whatever the fuck we are the perfect example of everything I'm saying right now. There's a many a day we have this conversation. Cuzzo aggravated. I'm aggravated. We want to quit. Yes? That's a fact though. But you know what stops us from quitting? We can't. Because we got something right here that say, you're not stopping it. You're not stopping. So I think it's the conviction and understanding that we can walk this path no matter how treacherous it is and still see the mountaintop. And the only way to do that is to bring real stories like this to the forefront and say, he's not a rapper. This is the grind this is what success really looks like. He is not an overnight success where somebody snapped his fingers and put him in position. So that way, when they hear his story, it can inspire them to say, okay, if he can do it, I can do it too. Because he went through it. Because guess what? Now I can relate to him. Because they can say, I don't have a support system. I don't have somebody that's going to snap their fingers for me. That's why we gotta do episodes like this. This shit has more impact than anything. The stories that this man going to tell you right now. How does he mark his prices? How he deals with his customers, right? How he gave out Halloween cake. All that shit is important.
The wholesale person.
The wholesale, yeah. There we go. There we go.
Finding the right one, getting the right prices, how to beat the competitors.
See? How do you stand out against the 4 other liquor stores in a 5-block radius away from you? That's not owned by another brother. That might have the bigger resources in the supply chain that you don't have. That's the shit that we got to do, bro. But we got to do it like this. Because guess what? Penny here supporting you, but I could go, yo, Penny, what you want to do? See? How about you open up one 10 blocks away?
Let's move on now.
Here we go. Yo, Hayes, how about you open up one? See?
Yeah.
See? Yo, Hayes, how about you open up one 15 blocks away in a triangle and we kill him?
We think big next year.
See? Now you see? You know what I'm saying? That's why we gotta have these conversations, bro. Because we have to hear it, we have to see it, we have to believe this shit. We gotta believe we can do this shit.
We have to, bro, but we also have to be realistic. Me today, the entrepreneur that started the business, guess what, was in a different position than Jarrett that was smelling like bricks and BBQs.
Okay.
Back something down. When I was check to check, I didn't have the fucking cushion to do it. And a lot of people are living check to check. Actually, 72% of them. So when we talk like that,
But what's the cushion though?
the cushion was, nigga, when I started the business, I had maybe like 15, 20.
Okay.
I'm just keeping it real.
Okay, so let's keep it real. Remember, I did construction. I know niggas that make 300, 400 and live check to check. See the difference? But when you say the cushion, right? Again, that's why I say like we gotta be very careful when we say what the cushion is.
We're not arguing the cushion. What we're arguing is the fact that, bro, I don't have the bread. If I make 300,000, 200,000, if I got $20 in my fucking bank,
then why don't you have the bread?
because that bullshit ain't bread. That's what I'm saying.
But watch this.
And that's what we were talking about.
Right.
But
What
it's
I'm
not.
saying is most people don't have it, and most people don't have to afford it to live check to check. Most people have the mindset. Most motherfuckers don't even get to the 15th when they're working. Imagine not getting a motherfucking check on the 15th, the next 15, and the next first, and the next 15. You gonna do that for fucking 16 months straight?
But what I'm gonna say to you is this: restore.
Yeah, but can't everybody do that?
But it's not always money, cuzzo. And
Sometimes it is, bro. A lot of niggas don't.
let me break it down to you. There's an organization, SBA, New York City SBA. Most people don't know about the New York City SBA. It is absolutely, positively $3.99. They give classes on everything, on how to start a business, how to build business credit, how to leverage business, how to get business ventures. They give that shit in there. If I'm not mistaken, 4 different boroughs at different times. So you can't say I'm in Manhattan, I can't go to Brooklyn. You understand? A lot of times it's not the money we are lacking. It's the resources and the knowledge to understand. You might not even know you got enough money to do what you want to do. You feel me? You might think you need 100K to open up this joint. But if I can't even say, yo, Mass, check this out. You only need 20K and you can pay that $500 a month. You might be like, shit, I can do that. I can do that.
Most niggas can't ask their friend for 500.
No, but I'm just.
That's the real. I'm with you.
But hear me out. But hear me out. I'm just saying though, the way they run this shit is very sneaky. Not only is it free education, there's a lot of free money from the SBA and other organizations to get you running. I don't know if you know this. This is considered a minority operation in the neighborhood. There's actually grants and stuff specifically made for brothers to open up operations like this, where nobody else can apply to it, but you have to be a minority, 51% owner, They set aside money specifically to help.
Do it and they
But what they do is they don't advertise it. So you don't know it's there. You don't know it's out there for you, right? When they built up 135th and 138th, nobody said, yo, how's all these businesses popping up all of a sudden? Because you don't realize there's a 138th Street development project where they set aside so many millions to get people to say, do you want to open up a business in this area? We're going to give you a $250,000 bonus, and we're going to line you up. Same, no different than what they did with Harlem with the Brownstone project when Mario Cuomo's son, Andrew, ran the Brownstone project. Buy the Brownstone for $1, get a guaranteed $250,000 renovation loan that you can write off most of it if you do a lot of the work. See how people don't know about that shit? His friends end up owning half the block. I own 6, he owned 5, we all own. Now how much a Brownstone go for? You see the difference? That's what I'm saying. Again, that's a perfect example of you buy the Brownstone. The Brownstone purchase was $1. And it was almost a guaranteed $250,000 renovation project. Not to say your shit would have been the best Brownstone, but they're giving you $250,000 to get it up and running, right? But who knew how to get it? Who knew the access how to get it? Let's transfer it into the weed joint. Look at the marijuana initiative right now. Look at all the rules and the loopholes, how they put it in place for people to get these licenses. First, it's you must have either been convicted yourself or have an immediate family member convicted to be able to apply to show that Then they implemented you have to have business practices for at least 2 years and Wait a minute, so I can't be a first-time business owner and get into this industry? Like, you have to understand what they do to us. Oh, I don't even want to get near that. I don't even want to get near that. No, seriously, I don't even want, because that's the ignorant. But I'm just showing you the small things of what they do to block us. Even to this date, this started 3 years ago. They set up in the post office in 149th and Grand Concourse. Again, a lot of people don't know this, and gave out a 2-day free class on how to do this. When I show you the numbers that showed up, niggas are like, "Oh, this is crazy," because you didn't even know about it. It was in the post office at 149th and Grand Concourse. I know about it because, again, I do research and I sent it to people that's into it. They're just now issuing licenses now. You know how many of these stores that were selling bud is getting shut down? They're getting shut down. You know why? Because they didn't have the real licenses. They're just now starting to issue licenses now. Let's just say 100,000 people applied. They might be at 70 licenses. You see the difference? You see the difference? So again, like this is what I'm talking about when it comes to like the resources and the understanding to that shit, bro.
You know, there's a law that actually have to own the entire process. You have to grow it, you have to distribute it, you have to know everything, and that comes back to
and that. See, I didn't read that because that's not a law anywhere else. But that's not a law anywhere else because most of these dispensaries are dispensaries and they buy from other people. You can open a dispensary, so that would make no sense that you would have a dispensary that if you own the whole process, then technically, why sell anybody else's product? Because you can't guarantee the lineage of it.
I thought they were trying to prevent that though.
That's what I'm saying.
Go check that, bro.
Yeah, see, I didn't read that, but I'm just telling you, like I said, like because I went out to Cali and I seen the dispensaries and I know a couple people that do it. Yo, shout out to my man Bo from Harlem. My man Bo, big business Bo. Shout out to Bo from Harlem. We was already talking about this. He already opened up a couple joints, so I already had the direct line to it. I didn't hear that, but I'm just showing you something. Like again, a lot of the times it's not money, yo. It's resources, and it's somebody saying, "Yo, we gonna do this," and giving you the confidence to say, "We gonna do this." So what we do here, more than the title, man, we gonna give y'all the confidence. We got courses, we got instructions, we got manuals on how to do shit. And when we get to the next level, we're gonna open up a school, and this is what we're gonna do: soup the nuts. We not no more just chasing your fucking tail in the circle shit. This is what's killing us, bro. Misinformation, non-information, right? Motherfuckers not giving you the right shit. You're not filling out the application problem. All of the bullshit they do to make sure that you can't qualify. But we're not doing that here. That's what's going to set us apart. Ain't nobody doing it like we doing it. When we give you this shit, it's going to be no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Whatever we say we're going to deliver from A to B, you getting A to motherfucking B. Now, what you do after you get the B, cuzzo, is up to you. But we're going to get you from A to B, so you can't never say we didn't get you from A to B. Right now, we got business courses. Guaranteed, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You don't know how to open up a business, we will teach you how to LLC, S Corp, C Corp, doesn't matter. Incorporate your business from A to B, fill out all your paperwork, EIN number, the whole shit, A to B. We'll even show you how to protect your IP, file for the trademark. We got all of that. There's no question. It's not a guess. It's A to B. And now here the question is, out of the 7 to 10 people or the 100,000 people that hear it, how many people going to press go and take advantage of that? Not many is the see? 16%. So that's what? 84. That's terrible. So 84% of everybody listening to what we're saying will never take advantage of the information that we're giving out. Right. We got to check
the higher you get up.
So what y'all think about Rick Ross getting jumped in Canada?
That's I'm trying to do the layup to the what's the name? That shit got 100,000 over there.
Who was that got knocked out though?
Who got knocked out? But yeah, I'm just saying.
You saw the video?
Yes. I mean, again, man.
Tell us how he was moving wrong. He had one big security guard.
It's not
regular size.
Once again, it's not about the size of your security. It's just about understanding the situation that you're in and making a smart decision. I'm a hood nigga, but there's 100,000 hoods, my nigga. I'm not from your hood, right? You go to my hood, my name ring bells, right? Any hood that I'm from, nigga, my name ring bells. I go to your hood, I'm unknown. Nobody ever knows me. The best example of the world is, you ever watched the last season of The Wire? Okay, thank you. Last season of The Wire, I forget his name, the main character with the scar on his face, Omar, right? Omar was in the fucking suit and tie in the building doing business deals, big banker shit. Looked out the window and seen niggas hustling on the corner. Nigga went outside. You doing big $1 million business deals upstairs. Went outside on your street shit, and niggas was like, yo, shut up, try to rob him, jinx or whatever, hood shit. He laughed like, yo, you don't know who I am? He's like, Nick, we don't give a fuck who you are. No, we don't know who you are, because once again, you're not from our neighborhood. You see? So even though he fought him off and all that, he smiled and laughed because he understood Once he removed himself from the game continued. Somebody's gonna take your spot. You understand? So that's how I feel about the Rick Ross shit, right? You just didn't pay attention to where you was. You're too arrogant. You think that because you're a rapper, that affords you security against hood niggas. Hood niggas that's ignorant, gonna do ignorant shit. New York, Jersey, Canada, Cleveland, name a hood that don't have ignorant niggas. So you knew. Thank you. Thank you.
Every place got a ghetto. No matter where you're from.
So my shit to that was not being funny, but you asked for that to happen. You did your show, they didn't beef with you. On the walkout, you wanted to play the diss track and then leave it playing as you walking out as a fucking insult. And somebody, you ain't even. First of all,
that's not even your diss track.
you ain't even. You in another country.
That's nasty work, bro. That's nasty work. My shit.
But you ain't even your track. It ain't even your work, my nigga.
That's nasty work.
That's crazy.
That's nasty. And he had a diss track too.
Yeah,
They chose not to play his shit.
You did that and walked off and expected no repercussions, right? I'm not being funny, but it goes back to education, the law of energy. For every action, there's a what? Immediate and opposite reaction. Now, whether you're ready for it or not is the question. The answer was clearly they wasn't ready for that reaction. You feel me? But I'm just saying, like, that's just pure stupidity. You could have did your show. You got paid very well for it. You could have left, said whatever you wanted to say from your plane or whatever, and been good. But what you wanted to do was spit in niggas' faces in their own country, and then think that you're that's gonna get you over because you got some diamonds and a couple cars against hood niggas.
Shout out to the content. You heard the nigga do the Rick Ross voiceovers? Nigga said double stuff Oreos.
Yeah,
Shout out to that nigga. That was funny as fuck. I don't give a fuck about Canada. Front, man.
But was that from someone in Rick Ross's camp that got knocked out though?
Yeah, I didn't see the
The one?
Nigga laid out on the floor in a white shirt.
I know, but is he from Rick Ross's camp?
Yeah. What? See, niggas need that Rick Ross camp shirts on. That's the only way we know. That's the only way we know to
I
get
thought it was just some guy, random guy.
No, that's real talk. I didn't know who else who. Nigga, I just saw him being surrounded. I didn't know who was beefing with him. And I saw another nigga with a dread, then the footage was grainy. I don't know what's going on, son. But that's fucked up, man. Shout out to Drake if you got the goons on him, man. Shout out to you. That's real, bro. I'm petty like that. Like real shit. Nigga, come on, son. You ain't come over here playing not like us, nigga. As soon as you come to the city, nigga. Give me some land, bro. Give him some nasty ass food on the plane. You know what I mean? But this is real, man. Shit. I'm trying to think like anything else pop up this week?
A lot of people's talking about the.
Hold on, wait. Can we talk about responsibility real quick?
Yeah.
Let's talk about this because niggas ain't never talking about this. We just said we got a responsibility to spread the right information.
Right.
What about the responsibility of the artist to make sure that his security staff that he's paying to make sure his life is protected, they're protected.
Right.
You worth millions of dollars. Your security staff probably isn't. Hayes, your entourage probably isn't. Did he ever think about the actions that I might do right now might get one of my security killed, Hayes, killed, that don't, now they can't make it home to their family because I knowingly did some stupid shit that I knew wasn't going to go, he knew that shit wasn't going to go over well. There's no way you did that and thought you wasn't going to get no reaction from it.
But what about, can we put some onus on the fucking security guard soon, nigga? You gotta be like, nigga, you bugging the fuck out. How much you paying me?
But you missed it. He did, once he does the show, plays the music and walks off.
He was outside?
No, outside the venue.
So why are you playing the shit outside the venue?
No.
As he's walking. I saw him walking. Why are you walking?
No. As he walked off stage, this shit happened right off the stage.
So it was on the stage. I thought like it was in the street.
No. But yeah, right as he was, you know how they walk him off the stage, backstage. This shit didn't happen down the block. This shit happened. Like. No. This shit happened as he walked off stage. The music's still playing. The niggas and the crowd is still right there. You walk into the crowd, and now you're looking at your security like, do your job. protect me. Am I lying? Hayes, am I lying?
What's the difference from a nigga like Takashi Brown surfing with a shooting?
No, but all I'm saying is, can we just
I'm with you.
acknowledge that, right?
Yeah, that's dumb
Did you
shit.
even think about the safety of your security getting home to their family? Is his life not worth anything? But it's worth something when he's putting his life on the line for you. But it's not worth anything in the sense of you want to do a bunch of stupid shit to put his life in jeopardy.
That's it, nigga. Get your own. Don't be bodyguard.
That's all I'm saying, bro.
Be your own entrepreneur, then you have to listen to that.
Yeah,
motherfucker
but bodyguarding is a fruitful fucking job, bro. Celebrities, politicians, all that. But okay, so let's talk about it. So let's talk about it.
I'm getting my shit late.
Let's talk about it. As a security guard, in that moment, you only pray that somebody doesn't take it to that level.
Right.
What if somebody, instead of wilding out, would have pulled out a gun and started shooting? You might not intended to give your, no, but you missed it. You might not intended to give your life, but what if you didn't see it coming and he hit you first and he targeted you because you might have been the biggest guy out there, right? Take the biggest guy down, the smaller one's gonna run. That's all I'm saying, right? You put your man in a very bad position. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, nigga, you know how small guns are. What if, you know what I'm saying? A motherfucker start shooting, you don't realize it until you hear 9 out of 10 the sound. By the time you hear the sound, the bullet already done hit what it was trying to hit. Bah! Oh, I'm hit, I'm down. You understand what I'm saying? Right.
I'm totally with you.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm totally with you. But also, once again, you can be a bodyguard, you pick and choose your spots. Even if I gotta do that, I'm not giving my job. I'm not giving my life to no job. That's why I'm not a firefighter. That's why I'm not a motherfucking cop.
I can respect that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just not. I never went to the army. I'm not doing it. My life, if it's for me and what we building generational wealth, yes, nigga, we doing it right now. Everything is a sacrifice. We there for 2 hours, 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? Guess what I can do with the kids? Guess what? This is a sacrifice I gotta make for the greater motherfucking good. That's my way of me getting my life. Other than that, niggas, you want to be a double stuffed Oreos? Nigga, I'm not doing it. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, listen.
That's real shit.
Listen, again, I could dig it. Obviously, I feel I feel different. I'm a military guy.
Yeah.
I put my life on the line for the country. Again, everybody is allowed to.
Yeah, that's right.
I won't even argue that. Everybody's allowed to make their own decision with that. I'm just saying, I just think it was corny of him to not just take into more consideration the safety of the people that you're putting your life in their hands. That's all I'm saying.
Ideally, you want your peoples around, but then do you want to put your people in a situation where it might fucking be detrimental to their health or their livelihood? No, it's a catch-22 with that bodyguard shit. I would rather think
But watch this though. We get to the next level.
I don't know if I can trust another man that I don't trust. That I don't know like that.
Right. So think about it. When we get to the next level, we get to the next level, and we have to have security. But I'm saying, but we
try to find somebody that I know.
right. But so now think about what you're saying even more. Now you're like, I need to know you. So now you're directly saying, I need you to protect me. Somebody that you know. Now, if something happens to them, what's the effect on you even more now? So now the actions that you have even affects even more because it's not like you don't know him through a security firm. He's a no name or no face. He's somebody you damn near handpicked.
But you damn if you do, damn if you don't. You get the fucking drink. Guess what? Now this motherfucker's my bodyguard. He's going all up. He don't give a fuck. Line your ass up. Yo, he don't be at the fucking wrestling with Chad and them niggas.
That's a fact.
That's what happens. So you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. I'd rather take the lesser of two evils. You have to decide at that point what's less for you, bro. Like, would you on the outside security nigga? You got fucking, you worth millions, bro. You on the outside nigga? You call a penny? We gonna figure some shit out. We gonna nigga who got this and boom, boom, and whatever. And something happen, nigga, there's a little discretion stretch every point. You know what I mean? We gonna take care of you, nigga. But other than that, I don't know, my friend. I don't know, my friend. I ain't getting lined up, nigga. I'm sitting there getting some Deculator 3000 in Nebraska.
I'm gonna be honest, like I think it's an extremely sharp double-edged sword.
Really is,
I've had family members, and I've said it on the show 100 times. I've had blood family members do more vile shit than people that have never even met me. Show me more kindness than people that share. Man, no, I'm just saying though. So you can get lined either way. You know what I'm saying? Like jealousy is jealousy, and envy is envy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but still, again, we have to make it feasible. Like we do now. We do the show. We can't watch the cameras. We can't. Yeah, we need help, baby. We can't. We wear 17 hats. You put up a picture. How many hats you had on in that picture?
18.
Right.
Nigga,
I'm just saying though.
like this.
Nah, we can't wear too many more hats, man. We gotta take some of these shits off.
It wasn't in the fucking line. They wasn't out here with us. Nigga, you kidding me? No. Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like I said, to bring us back. So you opened up the store, man.
The store's booming. You
I know.
It's
I
booming. Come through.
we got off track, but you got the store open. You've been here for a year and a half. Cuz will ask you, what's the challenges like? So the regret factor. Obviously, what you've already invested into the business, what you've already invested for the year before you got started. Has there been a time where you said to yourself, you know what, man? I could have did something completely different with all of that money. I could have bought a home. I could have bought a rental property. Have you ever had that moment?
Yeah.
Yes.
I just had it for you.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah. How do you work through those? Like, give me an example of like, what I'm saying? How do you work through something like that?
The support system.
Right.
Like I said, like my family, talking to people, talking to other business owners.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the three that I spoke to you about, like just talking to them. You know what I mean? And I feel like, but everyone goes through this struggle. You know what I mean? Like you said on the way up, you said the air gets thinner, right? That's what I was.
Cousin said that, yeah.
Cousin said that, yeah. You know what I mean? Oh, you don't agree with that?
No. You said I said it. No, I said Cousin said it. Yeah. I'm just giving him credit.
Okay.
No, I do agree with it.
Yeah.
Like, bro, we was just with millionaires and billionaires yesterday. Literally, like yesterday.
The CEO Motorola.
Right. Like, so trust me, we around these dudes on a regular.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times we around them, they don't look like us. So trust me, we know.
Yeah. So I was like, I feel like it was like a feeling. I was like, you just gotta just push through it.
Yeah.
That's cool. You know what I mean?
But I want you to get more detail, bro. All due respect, because like motherfuckers that entrepreneurs. The one thing my mentor always said, bro, you won't know what an entrepreneur is like until you fucking step in that shoe. I can tell you all day what it's like, but you'll never fucking know. You'll never fucking know, bro. And one of the biggest sacrifices is not being able to do certain things, not being able to go. Sometimes I don't want to go out, but nigga, I gotta do something in the morning. I gotta do this. You gotta go out here for 3 hours and do this. Like it's a lot of sacrifice that motherfuckers don't see behind.
Yeah. I mean, like when they say I want to start a business because I want more time. Forget about that.
Nigga, there's no time.
Yeah, forget about that.
Less time.
You know what I mean? Like I don't have enough money to hire an employee and things like that.
Bro,
so I'm here all day, every single day.
Yeah. Nigga, you think you wouldn't want to? Nigga, I want to go home with my daughter. I want to go do this. But guess I got to fight through that shit. Yeah. And then sometimes you like, why you still doing it? Or you got like them self doubts. Yeah. You have those, bro. Like keep it real. Like you just be like that nigga. Like, what is it, bro? Or better question. What does the mountaintop look like for you, bro? What's the goal? That's the better question. What's the goal?
I would need time to think about that. I don't know. What the goal is really.
Just nigga, what's happiness, nigga? As us as fathers, we black men, bro. What's happiness? Like, you know what I'm saying? Opening the business is one thing. But what's happiness in this thing, bro? We don't talk about that enough as black men. Niggas like, I got smoke an L, wake up, I go to work.
To be able to nepotism. That's my goal. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. I'm not gonna say shit. For us to argue about that shit for 2 hours and that shit come right back, I'm not saying a motherfucking thing. Ladies and gentlemen, mum's the word.
That's the goal, bro. What we doing it for, bro? Generational wealth and nepotism. It's very similar.
Just pass it down. You know what I mean? Just pass it down. Like this is what your dad did. Here you go. You know what I'm saying?
That's the goal, bro.
I gotta interject. No. You're gonna agree. You're not gonna disagree with this. When I first grew up and I first started to understand wealth, I looked at it from a person that was unsuccessful in business first. And I only seen it from the lens of successful people giving it down to their children or their family members.
Okay.
As now being an entrepreneur for so many years, I do not believe in just giving my kids anything. If I give you something, you don't know how to maintain it. One of my cousin's favorite lines is, learn them how to fish, teach them how to fish, they'll learn you sell fishing poles. Message. If you seen us at the event yesterday, we went to the event with our kids. Not because we had to take them there, but because we want them to learn what it looks like to earn this type of living, to maintain this type of living. Because if a person, your children, don't understand what it takes to build the business, you give them the business, they don't understand what it takes to maintain the business, eventually they'll lose the business. I don't want to quote it wrong. There's a saying by a white person that says, if the grandfather walks, he walks so that his son can run, so that his grandchild can drive, right? Some shit like that. But by the third generation down, they're walking again. Do you understand that the narrative? Like, it only works for a certain amount of generations that can see it and understand it. For the generations that don't understand how to maintain it and how to keep it going, they only benefit from what you've built, but they don't know how to maintain it. So there's a big difference between handing down wealth to somebody to spend and handing down wealth to somebody as a generational machine to show them how to keep building it so that future generations can also live by it. So that's the only thing I'm saying to that. I don't want to give my kid anything. I will not give my kid anything. What I will do is teach my kid and teach anybody around me that wants to learn what it takes to build it so they don't make the mistakes when they get it. What it takes to maintain it so when they get it, they can fucking keep it. And look, not only keep it, but build on it some more. Make it bigger. Pause. Because I seen you, cuz. I see it saying, right? But so that they can keep it going for future generations to be able to benefit from what we've built. So that's the only thing I want to add to it. You know, I don't want to just give nothing to them. Because you know, spoiledness and entitledness is a real fucking thing. You feel me, Cuzzo? It's a real thing, bro.
Bro.
Yeah.
Just giving them the option is a fucking win.
Yeah.
That's a blessing within itself.
Yeah.
That's the long answer. That's the long answer.
Yeah, man.
We're not gonna give it to them.
Yeah.
We can teach them everything. We can still go ahead and be assholes.
That's a fact. Because
Still be
once
assholes.
again, when you talk about the people that succeed versus the people that don't, bloodline, as much as you might think it plays a big part, it doesn't. It's the individual and their mindset and their genetic makeup of are they a person that's able to handle this or are they not? You can have 10 kids and think, oh, your 10 kids gonna be whatever you is, right? You could be LeBron, have 10 kids and none of them play basketball. Not one of them. You understand? None of them even have the basketball gene. And if they try, they most garbage juice play. You understand? So just because you want something for your lineage doesn't mean that they're capable of taking the reins and taking it further. So we have to acknowledge that within our children and stop just making excuses. It is okay if our children are not what we want them to be. Just be the best that you can be in whatever you want to be.
Also, just like another option, you don't even have to hand it down. You can do something like franchise and shit, where you're continuously getting residual income checks from your fucking franchise and through your business, and they don't have to touch it. Like, you know, so like, think about it. What's a fucking liquor store chain, bro? ABC Wines. What's the Total Wines and Liquor?
Total Wines.
Total Wines.
Total Wines.
Guess what?
ABC's big in the South, though. Big.
You know what I'm saying?
Big.
But it's the same look, same feel, same everything across.
Right.
Just to think about that. So you say you're doing things. Think about like, yo, how can me and my niggas create a franchise model that only they can get here? Because only here they're gonna get the podcast. Only here they're gonna get y'all niggas talking shit watching the playoffs.
Right.
Only here they're gonna get the community joint with the bouncy house and shit.
Yeah.
So scale that motherfucking experience and franchise this motherfucker off. There should be a Wiley Swans in every fucking state. But you have to create the playbook first. You have to create the foundational piece. This is it. You know what I'm saying?
My answer is why not?
I mean, you can't franchise a liquor store though.
You can. You can.
So Total Wines and ABC, what is that?
So Total Wine, they're trying to change legislation. So Total Wine only has one in every state.
Shit.
So what's the definition of a franchise?
Yeah, I mean that's how they're trying to do it. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Franchise doesn't say you have to have multiple stores in one state.
Right.
It means you have multiple stores off the same name, the same company, the same program.
It's still McDonald's, nigga, but
Right.
it's the Thomas McDonald's.
Right.
This McDonald's.
Right.
Why
But like you said, Jersey McDonald's, New York McDonald's, it's still McDonald's.
Still same nuggets.
Still,
Same
right.
Big Mac.
Same look. Same Same. And look, say Waddy's Wines. Now, when we talk franchise, it's more than just the name. It's the experience of shopping at Waddy's Wines. When you go to McDonald's, their napkins have the M. The nuggets are cooked a certain way. You actually have to go to college course. It's like a college course. Did you know that? No, for any franchise.
Oh,
did you know that?
yeah.
They
have a training.
Absolutely.
Illinois.
Absolutely. There's a training course.
It's a
You
burger
can't.
college.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Niggas laugh about that, but
It's a burger
it's
college.
serious. When you want to open up a franchise, you can't just say, I got $1 million, let me open it. They go, no, we're going to send you to our training course to show you how all of our food is made, how it's prepped, you have to pass that.
How do we order?
How do
Who
we
order from?
Correct. So when you open up, we understand that you're going to operate the same way every single store operates. If you make your burger different than how we make ours, you can ruin it for every other store owner. The only thing that you technically get a chance to do is control your pricing. McDonald's right here in the hood, dollar menu. McDonald's in Manhattan, fuck a dollar menu. Dollar menu where, nigga? We pay $10,000 a month rent a week. That's the only difference. But guess what? The layout is the same. The nuggets are made the same. Juice made same machines, same everything.
I don't see dollar menu.
But I'm just saying though. You know what I mean?
You know, not a dollar. Not a dollar no more.
I went the other day trying to look for the dollar menu.
You know,
Another dollar.
when we talk about passing it down, another message that I want to relay this to you guys, man, because I think as a culture we need to understand is generational wealth doesn't only mean passing something down to your children. It means anybody in your family, right? Family that can continue on the path of keeping the company alive, which will then produce revenue for your family and other generations of your family, is still generational wealth building. So, and when I say family, I want to be clear. I have 2 boys. Mass has 2 boys biologically, but I have 4 daughters. Even though they're not mine biologically, they are my family. I've raised them. You understand? I've supported them. I've been an instrumental piece of how they are living their life. If my kids don't want to take over, if they can't take over, then why would I not pass it to one of them to take over? If Mass's son wanted to take over, why would I not pass it to him? Is he not family? He's my godson. He's my cousin. Why would I not pass it to him? Just because he's not my son doesn't mean that he's not still going to produce for the family. So generational wealth means more than just your children. It means providing and helping the family live better for generations, and your name as a family starts to elevate. The Thomas line, the Fernandez line, you understand what I'm saying? The Williams line. Whatever your last name is your lineage. Williams is not just you or your kids. You don't have any kids, but your lineage still lives on. You see? So generational wealth building doesn't only mean our children. It means our family. And family doesn't have to be blood. Family can be, family is family that act like family. People that you have grown up with, people that have been through the fire with you, people that support you more than people that are related to you do. Are they not family? Yes, they are family. That is still generational well-being, building. If I go to your house for holidays, parties, I know your mother, your grandmother. I interact with them. They hug me. We talk. We share life experiences. Is that not family? That's what I just want to get that message across. I don't want us to get stuck on one thing where we think generational wealth building, when me and my cousins say that we are doing it, we mean, oh, it got to go to our kids. We mean we want to build our community and we want to build our family, genetic and extended.
Yeah. But let's piggyback on that. Yo. I love my family and all that. Like, how many motherfuckers? How many motherfuckers? First of all, let me ask you a real question. I'm gonna get to my point, bro. How many people have asked you for help besides Penny? You know what I mean? Versus the many people that you know.
Ask me for help?
No, come through and be like, yo, do you need something?
Oh,
Yo, do you need a couple dollars, bro? Did you eat today, bro? Yo, boom, boom, yo, you need to come in, man, a shop down. You gotta go get your daughter from daycare. Like, what, you need something, bro? How many people? I guarantee, without knowing, probably one hand. Right. That's the real, bro. So at the end of the day, like, yo, my brother's over there, nigga, 25 years. We started music together.
You waiting for him to get on camera. 25 years. And he fresh to death. He got on the Barclays matching the morning and time. You want to come to the camera? Hey, you go.
But my shit though.
Here we go. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Shirley Strawberry.
He died.
Message. I'm JD from Joe Rogan.
First thing you and any other nigga besides you.
That's crazy.
Hey yo.
Pause.
You calling yourself? I called you at least. You said I'm Shady from Joe Rogan. That was crazy. That was crazy.
But like, yo, real shit. What I want to say, the point is, like, yo, Cousin just told you how many people. On one hand, how many people come in and ask him what he needs for entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
I can count on one hand how many motherfuckers. I got 100 motherfucking people that I consider friends. Guess who's here right now?
That's a fact.
Guess who shows up every fucking event?
And I'll vouch for that without question, bro. Ever since I've met Hayes a number of years ago, he's always been 10 toes down, and he's always been supportive. He does what he can. We don't expect him to do everything, but he does what he can, and he does it because he wants to do it now because he feels like he has to. We appreciate that.
And that's why, bro, we eat together. That's why, bro, has equity in the business. Guess what? That's why we all want to eat motherfucking together.
Right.
But anybody else is not like that. I don't care if you like the post. Sometimes it's the little things. Yo, do y'all need something? They need somebody to hold the camera. Yo, I'm trying to learn edit. Is there anything that I can do to be of more value and assistance to you and Cuzzo?
Yeah.
I've never gotten that motherfucking question. Why is that? But when we eat and when we make it to that next level, guess what? I know him. I went to middle school with him. I had sex with him back in 2018.
He's gonna say you switched up.
And no, we gonna switch. Why we switched up? Because Shane and I ain't putting the work. It took an hour to set this motherfucker up to have a 2-hour podcast.
Minimum.
It took an hour to set it up.
And
Come on,
hold on.
No, I just want to show. I'm gonna put on the screen.
For all intents and purposes,
Just the show. Like, just the show up. Come on, what we talking about?
For all intents and purposes, it took an hour to set up the equipment after it took me an hour and a half to drive from where I live down to the city. 2.5 hours to even get here, to even begin to set up the equipment to have this podcast.
This is what it takes.
Yeah.
This is what it takes, man.
Yeah.
This is what it takes to grind. We came out there, he's like, yo, damn, y'all doing it right. Your cousin, y'all doing it right.
Yeah.
You have to. We have to invest in ourselves. So that's why we're not playing with this shit.
Yeah.
And guess what? Everybody's not coming. Nobody's coming that ain't putting the motherfucking ground with us. Nobody. That's real shit. And I'm pretty sure you feel the same. When you fucking get the shit to Waddy Wands in Arizona and everywhere, that motherfucker just came through yesterday and thought, like, no, you wasn't out here playing and paying with me. You wasn't out here. I think it was different. I'm watching everybody. I'm watching everybody's likes, views, who you putting up. You sitting there putting Ray Daniels up on your motherfucking stories, and me and Cuzzo got 300,000 hours worth of content. Nigga, fuck you.
See, he say that, but Mass is such a good person.
No,
I didn't want to say it.
No,
wait. The camera. Hold on, time out. The camera's right there. Please look at the camera and say that. I just need you to record.
Don't fuck with anybody.
No, it's about being a good person. Say it in the camera
I'm a
right
good
there.
person. No, man, I gotta fuck with you.
Yo, I didn't want to say it because he yelled at me. If I'd have said it, he'd be yelling at me. But I'm glad he said it.
No, man, no.
Maz is too good. He too kind-hearted.
No.
He too forgiving.
No.
Well, maybe.
I'm not gonna say it on camera, but nigga, it was a situation. Nigga, Jamaican shit, and nigga still partying while you in the hospital. It's nuts.
That's true. You're right.
It's nuts. There's no way in hell I'm coming back home and you saying that what if something happened? What if they fucking off me? You sitting there doing a fucking dirty wine? Fuck you. And I'm nice. Motherfuckers is sitting there, one of them doing that shit, and you're in the hospital. You shit.
Now, shout out to Okay.
And I love some of them that was there.
Hold on. Everybody couldn't come. Shout out to O Helmet Down. Pause.
Dirty wine.
Dirty Bob was crazy. Dirty Bob was crazy. I'm just saying, man.
Niggas was like this. Niggas was like this. Niggas was over there doing
That's not the Justy one. That's the Willie Bounce. That's the Willie Bounce.
It's nuts. That name is nuts. But like, you know, son, that's what they were doing. I don't like that. I don't like that.
No, listen, I respect it. I'm just saying, man. There's got to be a balance, man. Some people need more motivation than others. Yeah. Some people need more resources and reassurance than others. That's what I'm saying, right? I can understand that. A lot of people don't have the self-motivation that I have. A lot of people might not have the self-motivation that you have. But that doesn't mean that they don't want to succeed. It just means they need a little bit more help. We're not talking about those people. We are just simply talking about the entitlement people. People that feel like they're his cousin, they're his brother. You know, like he said, they might have gave him some cheeks.
In
you know,
2017, right, and now you're entitled to a Benz.
Exactly.
We eating. No.
Exactly. That's the people that we're talking about. We're talking about the people that clearly have had multiple opportunities to show support in any form, in any fashion, and clearly have chose not to. We have gotten text messages out the blue that we weren't expecting from people that we rock with heavy that say, yo, I didn't get a chance to catch a show. You know, I'm working. You know, everybody's life is life. But I'm proud of y'all. I see y'all. Keep moving. That counts as support.
That counts. And guess what? That went
on
your that went on your file. That went on your file. And I love you for it. But a lot of motherfuckers with your file thin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And no, you can't rock.
But do you feel that way because you put in so much work? Because we know because other situations. The reason why I say that is other situations where people kind of cross the line.
We did it with music.
Yeah, I'm about to say you still bring them back.
I didn't want to bring that up.
Bring them back.
Then I didn't want to. I like you. See, I like what Hayes said.
We did it with music.
Bring up shit. I told you that a couple times. Like niggas ain't focused.
Yeah.
It's not about the love. It's about understanding the difference between the music and the music business.
Yes, but also let's be honest, it's a different level of investment today and a different level of everything.
What I think it is, yeah.
That's what it is, bro.
The investment got something to do with it.
For me, it does, yes. Because guess what? We go.
Wait, what do you consider investment? Money or time or both?
Everything.
Okay.
Everything. We're talking about time. That Trump. The music trumps what we're doing. We're talking time. I mean, I was in the studio writing, recording.
Okay, I understand.
Music videos.
Well, technically. It trumps it now because you started that a lot sooner than you started this. I can go with that. I can go with that.
So,
vested wise, I can go with that.
And we completely gave that shit up, right? Nigga, chills, nigga. I'm talking to you. I love you, nigga. You was
camera right there.
Nigga, chill.
So many screens in it.
That shit, bro. Real shit, my nigga. We sold 5,000 out the trunk. 5,000 out the trunk, nigga, hand in hand. We go on the fucking basketball course. There was no streaming, none of that.
Fordham Road,
battling niggas. I tell niggas for $1. Niggas giving us sweaty $. You just had to pay because then you appreciate it. I just need you to give me something.
Can I piggyback that? And when we did the walkthrough with Mike Barron, randomly in a bar, somebody came in. Matt said, "I know her." I said, "You know her?" He said, "No, I know her. She bought not one but 2 copies of the Love Her Sex Man." And we stopped her. We said, "We know you." She said, "No." He said, "No, I do know you because I know my fans. You bought not 1 copy, not 2. You know what she said? And I still got my copy. And she said, "I still play that." She said, "One of my favorite albums. I got 2 because I burnt the first one out."
We all signed the second copy.
That's a fact.
She wanted it so much. We all signed it.
That's a
You
fact.
know something crazy?
That's a fact. She said that.
My current girlfriend, when she seen the cover, the poster we have in my room, she said, "I think I bought a CD off one of y'all on Fordham."
Right.
No, bro.
That's how we was on
it. There's no argument. They was on it like that. They definitely was on their demon, on their grind.
And it was one of us, like my nigga Chill. And I love him. It just, nigga, I wanted him to, we invested more in him than he did into the group, bro. Because he had it. You know when a nigga got it, but don't got it? It's like, fuck, nigga, like just get in the studio. If you just did this, so you heard that shit? Did you hear that shit? This shit is crap, nigga. I'm willing to put up with you. I'll go in the studio with you, nigga. I don't even gotta be on that joint. And we putting up our brand for it, bro. And then came through, took 1,000 CDs. We didn't get no re-up money. We didn't get no nothing. Shit like that happened, bro. So guess what? Even though that's my brother, when it comes to some shit like this, it's a different level, bro. I cannot fucking take that risk. I can't take that risk. Can you come with us to the parties? Can you fuck some of the bitches that we get? Can you do some of that?
I do not have fellatio with multiple women. I don't know what he's talking about. I'm
I-
like,
I'm somewhere.
practicing abstinence.
Nigga, we're going. The air gets thin.
Yeah.
Not everybody got the
That's a
motherfucking
fact.
oxygen
That's a
tank.
fact.
Whoever's here today may not be here tomorrow. And baby, I love you. You know what it is.
But
That's just what it is.
But it's a mixture, and we always talk about this.
What's that?
The person you was when you was in the hood before you became a business owner is different than the person you are today as a business owner. You're at this level, whatever this level looks like. Your next level, you will become another different person because it's life experiences that help you evolve. All we're saying is this: as you evolve, as you get better at life, which we all should do to survive, Darwin's theory of evolution is evolve or die.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Everybody doesn't evolve at the same time, at the same space. So as he says, the air gets thinner as you start to get better and evolve. If people don't evolve with you, you have to kind of leave them where they are. Not that you don't care about them, not that you don't want to see them do well. It's just you're not ready for this level of evolution yet. I will help you, but I won't bring you here. You got to do you got to do the 80-20.
We can't rob you of the journey.
That's a fact.
We can't rob you of that shit.
Cannot.
Somebody, I forgot who said it to us, bro. But somebody said, like, yeah, I could put you on, but why would I rob you of the process? That's where you get all the character. Because you're asking me for it.
It wasn't Solomon.
It might have been.
It might have been
I
Solomon.
can't remember who,
It
bro.
might have
But
been
he's like, I
Solomon.
can put you on. I can do that, but like, I'm robbing you of
That's
the
kind of what
entire.
Chad said about giving.
Yeah, no, it's the same exact thing.
Yeah.
If we hit it big off the rip, nigga, what are we talking about? Will we appreciate it?
Yeah.
You know what makes us good, fan? What makes us appreciate it? It's coming in the motherfucker, setting up for an hour, going back home, nigga, being tired. We playing tennis and shit, but you know, nigga, my back hurt. Nigga, I want to go home and eat. I ain't dinner. And we sitting there rocking. Nigga, everything.
This nigga was running back and forth, backhands and forth.
You played in one of them.
I want you, yo. I want you. Nigga, watch me. You know?
You know that's some more. I
Oh,
want you, Leon. I want you, Leon. You know that's some more. The tone, you repeated it, the verbiage. That's the one. Leon, that was great. That was
Yo, YouTube, that was yo, somebody pause our title.
what? Wait, what?
Somebody pause our title. I put MC Shan while we didn't let MC Shan come on more than the title. Niggas
Crazy.
I said, yo, now you're right. He's like, salute, G.
This shit crazy, bro.
Yo, pull up, my guy. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying, though? You know what I'm saying? We rocking, man.
Shit, bro.
What's good, Brody? You know what I'm saying?
It's good, man. Shit,
You know what I'm saying? Pull up, man. Pull up, man. Have a seat, man. Yeah,
Pull up, man. Pull up. This is what we do, man.
We gotta go nowhere, hey?
Copy.
Yeah, man.
Say who you are, man.
Come on, yeah, man. Look yourself, man. Let them know you in the hood, man. Let them know, man.
I'm from here, nigga.
Yeah. We Bronx energy. Main camera right here. I see you looking at all the screens, but if you want to look at the main camera right there. You know what I'm saying?
By demo. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn artists. Now you can look, Google.
Yeah, listen, let them know where to find you and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
demo, DOTDMO. You know what I'm saying? Watching that. Manna and Block. OTC.
Right?
Yeah, that's what I do.
He said he got, he got bars.
Just type in demo. I'm not
Listen, listen.
DOTDMO. Just Google it real quick.
There it is, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm happy. Y'all appreciate y'all even having me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fucking had to go pop some, show my brother.
So look, we want to show y'all, man, like what this is. Again, like not a lot of podcasts can do this because y'all not connected to the community for real. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all do what y'all do. Y'all do what y'all do from afar, but y'all not really connected. You see, we in Waddy's Wines, and this is real time, man. We got artists that pull up. We got, regular customers that put up, regular customers that end up being artists pull up. You know what I'm saying? Dot, you know what I'm saying? Go, you know what I'm saying? This is what we doing it for, man. This is what support looks like, right?
It's .demo. DOTDEMO. .demo.
There it is.
Check them out, y'all.
Matter of fact, this is what we're gonna do.
My first supporters.
This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put it up. We're gonna put it up on the screen right now as a comment. You know what I'm saying? That way y'all know what it is right now. Hold on. We're gonna put it up right now. DOT
space
You
DEMO.
said
D-
space?
D space
Space?
DEMO. That's me.
.com?
No. Just that demo.
Got demo, right?
Tell
Yeah,
me to
tell
Google
them
it.
Google it.
Yeah. So what I found online, what is this? It says I see something from Viper Records.
No, that was the last. That was my last situation. I just dropped a project from them last year. It was it's a sub label to Sony.
Oh, okay. That's
So,
what it is.
All right, it's on the screen right now. Dot demo. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is, man. We're gonna leave that up there for a while, man. Check out Dot Demo, man. So what's up, man? So talk about it, man. You said you were an artist.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your journey as how you got started being an artist, man. What brought you to music, man?
I mean, you know, I'm from over here. Like I said, my
Yeah.
family is they do music. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? My pops is yeah, my family does music and stuff. We from, but like people
Okay,
who
okay.
know me, they know
Okay.
like I'm from like the vibe.
I got you.
type
I got
general,
you.
know what
I got
I'm saying? So,
So it's
I was
genetic.
around it, yeah, and
Okay.
then I just started picking up on it, you know, Ben and Watson.
Okay.
I started a label group called Ultra Nostra. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's been going probably lasting like 10, 11 years. You walk down anywhere on Watson from here to goddamn.
So Watson, you know, we from the neighborhood, so you know, big name from Watson and over in that area is Dice Peso. You fuck with Dice?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay,
for sure. His
okay.
family. He was, matter of fact, he's in one of the videos. I mean, he's in a few videos of mine.
Okay,
actually.
that's boss bread.
right.
That's
Yeah.
boss bread.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, that's good. Okay.
Who was some of your influences that made you want to make music?
Goddamn. I don't know, Big Pun. I mean, you gotta be my favorite rapper.
People don't mention Pun enough, bro. I always say
yeah,
this. They do not mention Pun enough, bro.
Yo, they don't mention Christopher.
Nah. Shout out my son. Shout out to Rio.
Yeah, Christopher. Nah, Pun is the real man.
Yeah.
Any real artist that rap, that got bars,
Yeah.
no Pun
I
was the
think my
truth.
most current rapper though,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? One of the homies too is Rock Marsh. A lot of people around
Yeah.
here too. That's
Okay.
that's another like
Okay.
person who I like. But other than that, you know, I'm kind of like deep rooted in motherfucker too quick, but I don't even like kind of listen to
Okay.
certain
Other
shit no
people.
more.
I used to be like that too. It's like you listen to influencers. You don't want nobody else shit in your head.
Yeah.
You writing your shit. Yeah.
It's kind of cliche, you know what I'm saying? It's in the sense of like just being an artist. You still
Yeah.
got to be a student at the end of the day, but
Yeah.
you know.
So what would you consider your style to be, right? So if somebody said, okay, Dot Demo, is he a drill rapper, hardcore rapper? Like, what would you consider your style to be if you had to put a
He's a
classification on
rapper.
it? Okay.
I rap
Okay.
about life shit. I wake up every day and feeling another. You know what I'm saying? I might talk about some black shit. I might talk about some punk shit. I might want to sing. I might want to curse. I might want to.
Okay. You said
It
Snake?
really comes from it. Really,
You got the vocals, though, you on your narrow shit?
Like hip hop.
I got
You
you.
really listen to, you know what I'm saying? God Forgives. You know, if you look it up, there's a song called God Forgives Round One. You know what I'm saying? I got a few projects right. I mean, out in general, you know, a lot today, but like 5 of them over like 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Streams just out.
If you have to name one song that people should go listen to.
God Forgives.
God Forgives. That's it.
God Forgives.
So let them know, let everybody know where they could go if they wanted to listen to God Forgives right now.
If you type in that demo, anywhere you can type shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just type DOT.
But I'm just saying, like, so the reason we asked that because streaming platforms are different, obviously, for different artists. The monetization of different platforms. So if you wanted somebody to go look at it, what would be your biggest platform that if you could drive traffic to that would benefit you as a member? You've created the music. You spent your time, you spent your money creating the music. If somebody's gonna support you, where do you want that support to go to primarily?
Streaming platforms. So
Okay, which one? Which is your biggest one?
That's hard. That's kind of like that's a hard question.
Okay. Okay.
But Spotify. I guess,
Spotify?
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's what most people have, I guess. Or
Okay.
If they don't have it, iTunes. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
directly, Instagram. Really, the answer that I want to give you is .demo.com.
Yeah.
So that's the answer I like to hear right there. That's the one I'm looking for right there. Your own platform where, you know what I'm saying, .demo.com. We like that, you know what I'm saying? Well, here's the thing. You know, you around a bunch of game spitters and around. Come on, shut up. Get in that demo and say, we just throw them up.
I'm about to strictly forget.
Nah, this is what we do. This is what we do. Listen, man. Listen. big homie from the area. Artist, musician. You know what I'm saying? From Watson and all that from the area. You know what I'm saying? We just talking about what were some of his inspirations. Came from a family that did music, so he has it organically. You know what I'm saying? A lot of influences, and he out there, doing his numbers, man. He said he's about over 3 million in streams right now.
Good, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So we got his name up there, Dot Demo, and what do you want the people to know? So people are funny, right? They have an attention span when it comes to a new artist of like between 0 to 5 seconds, very quick, right? When you're talking about a new artist, somebody that's listening to your music or looking at anything about you, if you don't catch their attention very quickly, you'll lose them as a new fan. What do you want people to know about you that will kind of like stick, right? What separates Dot Demo apart from every other, artist out there?
I don't make music for people to listen to.
Oh, here we go. I like that fucking answer. I need a horn right there. I switch places right there. Yeah, switch places right here. So right here, Dot. Oh, now you good, baby. It's good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Message. You gotta get a message for that. Yeah, you gotta get the sound effects for that. Yeah, he said, yeah, I like that.
I don't make music for people specifically to listen to. I ain't starting making music like that. So I make music off the shit that I want to hear and like niggas who I fuck with. Yeah, I can curse about it.
Bro, you can curse, you can smoke, you can drink.
I make shit that niggas like me can fuck with and like. You know what I'm saying? Just in general, that's how I started it. Grace is a guy, you know what I'm saying? Niggas got there.
Well, we talk about that all the time on the show. A true artist creates art for yourself, and then you present your art form to the world. You don't create for others to accept you.
Right.
You create to express your expression, your self-expression, and then you present your self-expression to the world. So that was a phenomenal answer that you said that, because that is what true artistry is, man. You create for yourself and you present it to the world, man. I love that answer. In that way, you develop a core audience. You develop a core fan base that loves you for who you are and genuinely, not who you are trying to emulate or trying to be. When they accept you for you. And I think that's the best thing.
Yeah. You got 3 million streams, bro. We do marketing on this, right?
Yeah.
What was one of the big things that got you to 3 million streams? What was that one thing? Was it a song that went crazy? Was it a feature? Was it something like, what marketing advice would you give to other artists that trying to get to 3 million views? Bro?
Yeah.
You want to go fast, go by yourself. You want to go far, embrace the help. You know what I'm saying? One of the illest shit.
Hold on. You got to get a message. You get the screaming baby for that.
Yeah, one of the illest shit.
That was real. That's real.
I started doing this shit, like dolo type shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, but I always had the mind state to know that I needed like people around me type shit to make shit make sense or whatever. It was a song though, to answer your question. It was also a song with Roberto Clemente. It went crazy. It did what it did, and we kind of capitalized off of that after that. You know what I'm saying? 68. We got 68,000 monthly listeners on Spotify.
Whoa! You know what I'm saying?
Platforms and shit. But like I said, God, you know what I'm saying? I'm blessed to have that situation just from that. But yeah, that to answer your question, I think it will be for sure, like, as an artist, wanting to like to be able to expand, you gotta know how to rub shoulders. I don't care how like everything, stand off.
Network is net worth.
Yeah, I might be one of the most, you know what I'm saying, reclusive niggas in the world, but I know how to like flip that switch on and off. You know
you gotta know how to navigate the rules.
Nigga be in the marketing thing, something I wish I did, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yo, if you get 68,000 monthly viewers, right? 3 million per year or whatever the metric is, right? Go direct to consumer.
Yeah.
Because regardless of any motherfucking platform we on, even us with being on YouTube, we're not going direct to consumer, right? What we gotta motherfucking do is build the audience, so we gotta drive them somewhere.
Right.
Collect them emails, collect them people. Because out of them 68,000, guess what? There's probably 5,000 that fucking love you.
That's called first party.
Yeah, it's going to pay.
I didn't even say that out loud.
It's going to pay 10, 20, 30, 35.
First party data.
That's it. That's the goal.
Knowing your audience, knowing exactly who they are.
So that's something we didn't do. We was doing shit hand to hand. Like, I wish I could. Yo, you buy things $1, nigga. What's your email or something? What's your number, bro? So I can stay in touch. We doing a show.
Yeah.
Come through. I shot you, I put you on stage. You know what I'm saying? So how do you make you like that? That's the one gem. It's like, yo, make people feel so connected to you, bro. And also make them a part of the experience. This whole episode today is fan appreciation. Okay.
Yeah.
We had to be part of it.
That's
goddamn.
real shit,
Yeah.
nah, bro. We
Yeah.
like motherfuckers who've been rocking with us every
Sure,
we do
sure.
2 episodes a week. And you watch us, you want to be on the show, nigga. Our mamas was on the same show as Beyonce's dad.
Yeah.
Like real shit, nigga. We got nigga Route saying that you on the same show now, nigga. Because we create a platform, we go direct to consume, we do what we want. Go direct to consume because they only gonna give you a fraction of your work.
No, you're definitely right. Yeah, no, we had something going on for a little bit. I gotta relaunch it though. We had .demomusic.com and then you know shit. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to reroute, like, I guess the purpose, like the specifically what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? You know, I definitely want to dabble into like getting the clothes and like doing certain merch and like having vinyls and shit like that. So I just try to like get my eggs on it. You know what I'm saying? So not to tell y'all the whole
No. But we need. But sometimes.
What to tell y'all actually?
No. Sometimes as creators, sometimes we pigeonhole ourselves.
Yeah.
Sometimes we overthink it as black people, nigga. What should the name be? The name would never be right. This will never be the way we want it to. Nigga, the store will never be the store you envisioned in your head. You know what I'm trying to say? But guess what? This is what we got. You got to make the best of that motherfucker. And guess what? And work with the resources you have, bro. Like real shit, nigga. When I came up with bro, I'll tell you how I came up with the More Than Entitled, bro. Before Cover came on the show, I saw More Than an Athlete. I'm like, that's sales. Nigga, I'm more than entitled. I'm more than a fucking CEO. This and that. Guess what? I'm gonna do that. And we're gonna rock with it. I hated the fucking name.
Well, technically, that's not how you came up with it.
No, that's the real name.
No.
Nigga, I'm telling you, that's real. Nigga, I saw that shit. The guys buy it. They don't got the nigga. Let's keep it real. They don't got their business right because guess what? We got a trademark. Hold on. Message. Message. No, that's real. No, nigga, that's real talk. We in process right now, but that's real. That's how they came up with it. Trademark rock. We right now. You do that shit, we on your ass. On your ass right now, nigga. We might have to go through a process. But we on your ass. I gotta be clear. Your ass. I'm giving them shots to them, man. But the only reason I said that is because nigga, it wasn't what I thought.
Yeah.
And then nigga, 2 years later, nigga, I love the name. We go anyway, nigga. White people, what?
No, I love the name.
Yeah.
No, make no mistake about it. Well, when you told me More Than a Title and you explained it to me, it just made absolute sense without even having to think about it. You think, oh, cousin, everybody's more than a title. You could be this at work with your brother. You know, the way he explained it made sense instantly. It's an instant no-brainer. I love the fucking title. I never argued the title. I love that shit. We want to make sure, as an artist, you get your business right.
Absolutely. All of us need
this is what this show is about, right? He just told you we've had this. Be clear. Normally, if you're not C-suite level, you're not on this show. Like we're not playing around. We're not bullshitting. We just yesterday was on a golf course with the CEO of fucking Motorola, Leon, Allen Houston, John Starks. Like we normally our clientele is millionaires and billionaires, but we get that information from them and then give it to you. So we say, yo, Doc, what's good? You understand how to do this in your business. You like, nah. We're like, well, here's the source now. And this is coming. Look, and here's the motherfucker giving it to you. Then you can look at them and say, oh shit, that motherfucker, I'm gonna listen to him. Exactly. Message. That's what we doing it for. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. This platform is not just to interview successful people. It's to disseminate the information down. So that people that are striving to be successful and are successful but looking to take their success to the next level start getting the tools that our society normally don't have. You dig me? That's what we're doing this shit for. Message. Understand?
Nah, man.
So anything that my cousin is saying to you, believe number one is from the heart. He leads with love. We don't. You understand? He leads with love. We don't have to do this, right? We don't have to bring this type of setup here to do it, but we want to, because when you succeed, we succeed as a culture. Because when you succeed, your family succeeds, right? Your friends succeed, right? Whoever they are, and whatever that looks like, you can start to create generational wealth for you and those around you, which now takes you out of these statistics and these numbers of what we are in the community of failing to keep going to jail. And you feel what I'm saying, my nigga? that type shit. You know what I'm saying?
With that, I want to give you one back, bro. The biggest gem I ever got, bro. Just don't stop.
Don't stop.
100%. Don't motherfucking stop, son. Yeah. Consistency, bro. 85% of all businesses stop, bro.
Yeah.
Regardless of what we are, they stop, son.
And go even deeper than that to add on to that
Real
point
shit.
right
Yeah,
there.
there we go. Let's do
You
it.
don't even a motherfucker. You don't. What's the point of going that far to stop? You know what I'm saying? There's so many people in the world.
Yeah, but there's situations. You know,
but
niggas run out of money.
You
Just have it. Like, you know,
you gotta think about the
shit be
concept.
life be life.
For sure, but look, you gotta think about the concept. Like I think about myself as personally as a rapper, as an artist. The cliche term of rapper as an artist, especially nowadays. Like, people's doing it. At the end of the day, like, I have like concept.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I have something to show from like my journey or like what I've been doing, what I'm continuing to do, and that right there is like a resume, portfolio, some kind of like structure to like, you know what I'm saying? Not only show people, but like give you self-worth type shit. You know what I'm saying?
How does that shit make you feel though? I wanna build on the self-worth. Okay.
But you know, the point that I'm saying is like to y'all, like y'all brothers have the equipment to set up the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how many motherfuckers want to do podcasts? You did. You know what I'm saying?
If you want to do podcasts, wait, can I lead you in? Wait, hold on.
We gotta pay some bills. We'll be right back.
No, I want to lead you in because I read your mind and I knew when he said that where he was going with it, right? Right, camera right there.
If you want to do podcasts,
Here we go.
In the title, make sure you go to otb-digital.com
There it
and
is.
learn how to build relationships and revenue.
There it is.
$99, 2 hours.
There it
Change
is.
your motherfucking life.
We got courses.
We got
courses. Look, and you calling me right now.
That's the money calling.
That's the money. Hello.
I got some moves to make, but it was good.
But no, I was gonna say this to you though. I want to say this to you, right? I want to say this to you real quick. You hear me?
Yeah.
It's always better to do something and fail than never to try to do anything at all.
Absolutely.
You feel what I'm saying? And we talk about this shit on the regular. Like I know Dice personally, you heard? Like I know Dice personally. That's the homie. You understand? Since when Dice started, I know Dice personally. Fred is my homie. I know a lot of these artists. I did music a long time. We did music a long time. For us, it's just to continue the journey. Believe in yourself. Believe that, I got it, right? It might not happen today, tomorrow, but if you keep elevating yourself, it's impossible to lose. The message is keep putting in the work, and if you keep elevating yourself, it's impossible to lose. You only lose if you keep backtracking. But if you keep getting better, whatever better is, right? Whatever it is, whatever you did this year, if next year you opened yourself to a new opportunity, then you did better. You understand? So if you can, and that's what Cuzzo said about quitting, right? You keep going, bro, because it don't matter who believe in you now. As long as you believe in you, that's all the belief that needs to happen because your belief expands out to everybody else. You understand what I'm talking about? So you keep pumping your joint, you know what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, you know what it is, man. Hit up Dot Demo, man. Listen to his joint, man. God Forgives. He got the single out. He came on. He came to support the liquor store. So again, y'all know what it is. He came to support the liquor store, and y'all got a first in-shot interview right now. You know what I'm saying? Real time. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is, man. And listen, this is his first time on the show. It's not gonna be his last. We do walkthroughs, and we definitely help artists promote, man. So we're gonna link up with Dot, man, and make sure that we got his information and we help him because that's what we do, man. We support the culture. But understand, other podcasts, you can't do this. You can't do this. You know what I'm saying? If you're not real, you're not from the hood, you can't do this. We can sell you the cousin. We can sell a sauce. Can I sell a sauce? I'm gonna talk to my cousin and ask him, can we sell a sauce? Oh, you heard TT said the game is to be sold, not told. So for coming on, man. You know what I'm saying? Get home safe, man. That's what we do, man.
You already know. We see each other at the top. Yeah. We want the exclusive.
Listen, man.
Interview one.
Yeah. Listen, man. We can't. Listen, man, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank y'all again. We told y'all G&T. Grateful and thankful. We showed up, man. We had Waddy's Wands. Yo, you want to give them? Yo, come on, Cuzzo. Cuzzo gonna give y'all the information, man. He in the hood. Come support,
Only
man.
thing moving. You want to come to
support.
black-owned liquor store?
Here we go.
In your
1067.
Did it right. Camera right here, Cuzzo.
1067 White Plains Road between Watson and Bruckner.
Come on, man. You right there. Right by the Bruxton Highway. Come through right on White Plains on the main strip.
Give them your hours of operation, Cuzzo. Let them know.
Monday through Thursday, 10 to 10.
There it is.
Friday, Saturday from 10 to 12.
Oh, that means they open late night. That means you get right, you get right. Right. So listen, we want to thank Cuzzo for allowing us to come through again, man. We showing y'all we supporting black businesses. We don't talk it, we walk it, right? He's in the hood. That increases the bounce of a dollar. When somebody from our community spends their money with him, it doesn't leave the community. It stays within the fucking community, right? So this is why we're going to keep showcasing businesses like that. And guess what? He's not a gatekeeper. If you want to talk to him, possibly, let him know where they can find you, man. Let them know if somebody want to reach out to you.
Come to Waddy's.
Come to Waddy's. There it is,
1067 White Plains Road. Follow me on Instagram, Waddy's Wines. WATTYSWINES.
There it is, man. Owner operator.
You know, man.
He's the owner operator.
And he was our first sponsor.
Yeah.
We did our shit at Chair.
That's a
the
fact.
Tuesday you saw came from Waddy's.
That's an no, hold on.
That's
Hold on. That's an absolute Snapple fact.
That we talk about supporting each other. That's
the first in person we did with Champ. He sponsored it again. There's no way we wasn't coming back and showing that love, man. Once again, our first time here, not our last time here. We talking like we walking, man. Who but us? More than the title. Y'all can't do this, man. Y'all can't do this, man. Cousin, what we got coming up next week, man? What we got coming up next week?
So this is our last one for this week because Mark's gonna have to reschedule.
Okay, all right.
We got Malik Yobo on the 9th.
Malik Yobo in person. Here we go.
New York undercover.
New York undercover next week.
Next week, July 9th.
July 9th, Malik Yobo.
July 11th, we got Lola Backery, one of the biggest names in the market.
Lola.
Penny, come, Penny.
I ain't dressed.
We're talking about
so good, man.
I ain't dressed, man.
It's okay, man. Listen, once again, man, while we was doing the business, while we was on the podcast, Penny was holding the store down. Once again,
you see?
Hold on, this is what support looks like, fellas, man. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what support look like. Penny came through while we had Big Homie on the show. You know what I'm saying? He was on the show. The store's still open, still selling. Penny was holding the store down. He didn't have to do that. This is what support looks like. Swallow your pride, man. Let's get together. Let's start working together. Let's start building something. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. This is what we do it for, man. Who but us, man?
Message.
Waddy's Wines, man. Yo, can we I wish we could get a
quick
shot.
question. Talking about like community events.
Yeah,
what are you doing on Saturday, Penny?
We got the Rose Bowl in Soundview.
Okay.
It's our fourth annual year. So we just pretty much give out 300 bottles of rosé and everybody.
No way.
Whole fact.
No way. I never heard of no Rose Bowl in Soundview. I heard of everything from Soundview, but not no Rose Bowl.
All my brothers put all the money up. They come to Waddy's Wines, buy about 50 cases.
Yeah.
All the time. For free. It's women there.
Now that's crazy. Do me a favor. Give the people the time and the location. If I'm down here, I promise you, if I'm down here, I'm pulling up. I don't even drink those things for fucking take a shot.
Soundview Big Park.
Oh, the big. Oh, hold on, time out.
Hold
on, time out. You can't pull up to the big park if you're not valid.
Nah.
You better be valid. Hold on, time. You better be valid. I'm just saying. You ain't for everybody.
I'm working with SUV now, guys. I'm solution now, yeah.
That's SUV, not SVU.
Rose Bowl.
Special victims.
So to come through, it's love. It's 42.
Right.
It's everything, man. Women, if you like women, it's women. I don't know about other stuff, but we promoting everything. Come have a good time.
Oh, I love that. What time it start?
We got hats, shirts, fitteds, T Marcus, got kicks. Y'all know.
Oh, T Mark coming out?
Yeah, he's sponsored.
He definitely
he's original NFP.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Come and show love, man. Y'all can drink for free. Trust me.
I don't need a hat because I'm more natural, but I'd take a size medium. You know what I'm saying?
No,
T Marcus push. Then you see the gun show.
T Marcus has everything.
Nah, we good.
Rem Ice, since it's a few. Rem Ice, I know they watched the video. Hey, Dave, Rem Ice.
Yeah.
Nitty. It's a lot, man. It's a lot of us, man.
That's what's up.
That been brothers for a long time, and they kept it pushing. So my hat's been up to Nitty and Diggs.
Shout out to the bros, man.
TOH basketball tournament, you have a team in there too. Y'all come on the best high school tournament to Sound.
But y'all got a tournament going on right now.
Yeah, crazy. That's
what I'm saying. Y'all had the game in at 7:30?
No, it's over now.
It's over now. I was about to say, because I know they was out there playing right now.
Yeah,
okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
It's the best tournament, high school tournament.
That's what I thought.
If you want to see Lala, you can stand right next to her. She was definitely there today.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Show love, Rose Bowl, man. We appreciate y'all, man.
Appreciate
y'all, man. This is all up. Come to Whitey's Wine. 1067 White Plains Road.
We got the best prices anyway.
Warehouse prices.
Warehouse prices.
The discount.
Because talk to me. Like, let them know, man.
Now we here, man. This is what we do it for, man. It's the love. It's the family. Man.
Yeah.
We love y'all. Thank you everybody for tuning in.
Yeah.
Yo, we gonna get better. We gonna get better with the audience. We're getting better. We experiment with it. But we love y'all for fucking with us and rocking with us, man. Yo, just let us know, man. We do it for y'all. We'll be back next week with Malik Yoba on July 9th. We're going to be at the Hip Hop Plaza.
Back in Brooklyn.
Shout out to Kai and the Hip Hop Plaza for allowing us to come through and share the story. And we here, man.
Bronx niggas is comfortable in Brooklyn. You heard?
We from Waddies. I'm getting a little smack. I got this.
Yo, I better get crazy. 18, listen, I'm a Taquia nigga. Just so y'all niggas know. This is a half a Gissel. I'm not with the dog. Y'all wanna buy me a shot? I'm a Taquia nigga.
We gotta pay some bills. We'll be right back.
What is he doing? What is he doing? What the fuck is he doing?
Yo, appreciate you, kid. You already know, my God. You already know, man.
We sponsoring, bro. Yo, cut the check.
Yo, 1800, cut the check, man.
Barefoot, cut the check.
You know what I'm saying? We definitely had your logo. We definitely had your shit up on the joint, man.
For 3 hours.
3 hours, man. Cut that check, man. Stop playing, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not barefoot, but I got on slides.
On that. Oh my God. No. Where's my Scarface?
What the is wrong with this guy? Am I kidding me or what?
But we out here on that. No,
you already know, man.
What you know about me? Seen it all, heard